We are inside Parati within Sengila Ningene like there we go, Jokers. You see, I don't even have much work to do. Oh my god, this is a very, very, very impromptu live. It's been a very emotional day. Drop a one in the comment section. Let me know you can hear me. Is the audio okay? I didn't even have time to prep anything. So we are flying this plane as we go. Drop a one in the comment section. Let me know. Is my interneting? Are we good? And grab a drink. We are going to be here a while. Do you guys hear me? I am not hearing a reaction in the comment section. Okay, you can hear. Thank you, Deborah. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Am I alone? Am I alone with the people? Hi, guys. Welcome. Mzansi and Filter. This is an impromptu live based on all the things that are going on today. Grab a drink. We don't have a sponsor, so I have a drink here to keep us going. Thank you so much. Tim Kulu in the house. Lorenza is here. And if you are wondering, wait a minute, why can't I type? I really want to tell her that I can hear her, but I can't find where to type. It's because commenting is reserved strictly, exclusively for family members. So you just gotta be subscribed to participate today, okay? So drop a one in the comment section if you are here inside Pagati. Wow, 100 people. I thought we were gonna be five. Wow, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Welcome. Let me just open up one more device. As I'm flying this solo, I'm flying solo tonight. Yes. You guys are here. I see you. Thank you so much. Hello to the replay gang. Make sure you drop a two in the comment section so I know you're watching from the replay. This is going to be all over the place. We're going to be reacting. You're also going to contribute in the conversation. Let me know what you watched, what you learned. I think today is a good day for us to stay away from the case. That's my big takeaway with the everything I watched today, that they humanized Usenzo. We got to hear about Usenzo, the human being. My favorite part, my absolute favorite part. The worst to watch was Senzo Meyiwa's mother. That was the hardest. I had to take a couple of hours offline because I couldn't do it. I didn't even finish watching it. I watched Dr. Ivan Khoza. Yes. He was very interesting. I'm very glad that they got an exclusive with him. Shout out to Griselda, that's a good one. So let's get started. Let me see comment section and let me go ahead and greet everyone real fast. You know what happens once the live ends? YouTube still sends the live stream to people who are watching in the replay. And the funny thing is they're commenting as if we're all still live. And then I ask myself, do they not know they're in the replay? So right here, right now, I'm letting you know you are watching this as a replay. If it is not the same day, if you're not watching on Saturday, you are watching a replay. My last live, guys, wow, we did, I think it's at, let me see, it's at 32,000 subscribed. Okay, Deborah comes in loud and proud. Wow, Deborah. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Wow. I got a, this is surprising. Oh my goodness. Deborah said, let's get started. Let's get the show going. With 60 rand. I feel so rich already. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh my God. That just took me by surprise. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's get started. So I think we're going to start with this one, who is Slim K. Okay, let me know in the comment section if you know who that is. Do you know who Slim K is? Let me know in the comment section and let me know, and then we'll get started with his. We'll react as we go. I don't have a plan. I'm sorry. I was saying before I was so richly interrupted by Deborah with her super chat. What's it called? A super sticker. I was so richly interrupted by her. I was saying our last live that we did, where we were reacting to Senzo Meyiwa's podcast on McGee's podcast and chill with the chillers over there. That video has 33,000 views. Even today, I still have people commenting as if let me turn my phone off. I still have people commenting as if we're just doing the live now. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. You can hear me. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me make sure I'm not missing any important announcements in the comments. There we go. There we go. All right, let's watch. Did you guys say you know who he is? Slim K? If it's not relevant, we can skip past him. I'm assuming you guys know who he is. Slim Cat. Slim Cat. Let me type it here. Slim Cat. I think we should start here, and then from there, we'll just make it up as we go. There we go. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Do I need to count myself down?
10th year anniversary of the tragic passing of former Bafana goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa. Actually, the tragic, senseless killing of Senzo Meyiwa back in 2014. And today, we are at the Merentia Primary School. We are visiting one of his former teammates, Moeneeb Josephs, just to get his recollection and his memories of the great goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa. We don't want his story to be overshadowed by the murder case that is going on. We want to remind people of his to South African football and Moeneeb. And thank you, Moeneeb, for being able to speak to us about Senzo Meyiwa.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for giving this opportunity to speak about someone who meant a big deal to me. And not just a big deal as a footballer, but I've seen him become a man, from a boy to a man. And for me to be sharing a little bit of a story and making his name live again, it's such a pleasure and an honor.
I remember just a few days after his tragic killing, you were calling out the justice system, saying that you can't understand how something like this can happen in broad daylight, basically. Are you surprised that 10 years later, the case has not been resolved?
It's crazy. It's crazy, perhaps, you know. And Senzo was a beloved footballer in our country. And to see the system still not being done, nothing being done about his case, it's sad and it's disappointing as well. But you know what? Senzo's name will live on, no matter how corrupt our justice system is. We as footballers and football-loving people will hold his name up high without their help.
And that's why we're here today, to talk to you about Senzo, the footballer, and as a person. And it's quite interesting because you kept him on the bench for 3 years, Moeneeb Josephs. So how would the relationship have been then with Senzo, considering that you're fighting for the same position?
Yes, and it's a crazy story, Pratap. So remember, I came from Wits at that time. And they signed me, and at the year before season was Senzo Meyiwa was starting to have a great season. He was starting to become, he was a young and up and coming star of that team, of the Orlando Pirates team. And what stands in my head, I'm speaking to you, is the 1-0 victory or the 1-1 draw that they had at Ellis Park when Mabuti Kanyeza hit the other crazy shot across, and I think they do 1-1 that game. And I saw the game, and after that, Orlando Pirates signed me. So coming to the team, I come from a completely different culture. And I'm coming to take the young and up-and-coming prospects position, right? But my mind is, listen, I'm coming to play, and this is my competitor, and this is my friend. We're going to be colleagues fighting, but not knowing that there's a different culture at Orlando Pirates. At Orlando Pirates, there was more than just football, you know. And me, I never understood it. Right?
Special project.
Yeah, 100%. It's called the special projects. So I never understood the special projects, and then, as I started I get to the team and everything, so it was a little bit difficult at first, but Senzo immediately took to me, but probably because I was in the goalkeeping area as well, so he took to me. But then our relationship started like that. But then, as I started to take the number 1 position, I could feel a little bit of tension. I could feel tension, you know. Why isn't Senzo speaking?
Hi, how are you doing? Are we doing reactions already? Come on in, Matt.
Hi, how are you?
Come on in. I'm great, thank you. How are you? Welcome to our first caller.
I'm good.
What's your reaction today?
No, thanks. Let me watch Moeneeb Josephs, and then we'll talk.
Okay, great. I love that. Yes, let's do a commentary. I'm not a sports commentary person, but today I'm going to learn. First of all, guys, do you notice I appreciated his interview, I would say, the most, because he humanized Senzo. He told us stuff we don't know about behind the scenes. This is what I would love to see in a Netflix documentary, stuff like this about Senzo the legend. Because when you watch some of the clips of some of the that Senzo did, those are astronomical. And I think it has been overshadowed by the trial. So shout out to all the news houses. I am thoroughly impressed that they took this angle instead of the focus, which is the trial, because we get to see it Monday to Friday, day in, day out. And on some cases, I don't know if you've noticed, on my videos, I tend to say, I usually do it at the end. Don't forget to type a justice for Senzo Meyiwa, because this is still the Senzo Meyiwa trial, even though we might spend the day talking about Umnisi. On some days, they barely even mention Senzo Meyiwa's name, and he's more referred to as the deceased. Yet Senzo was actually a legend and national treasure. Dr. Ivan Khoza said, some of the things he said, what he said, it really touched me. He said, I took Senzo from his father as a boy, and I returned him as a national legend, but a lifeless body. Heartbreaking. Let's continue on.
That was heartbreaking.
Speaking to me anymore, because I'm just all about, hey, we need to play football. Senzo, me and you, we're fighting for the same cause. But obviously he was a young boy, young kid still at that time. So he never understood. All he knew, all Senzo thought to himself was, listen, I was the up and coming young keeper. I should be playing, you know, and rightly so as well. But unfortunately, the game doesn't work that way, you know. So then I started playing. And as I started playing, I started making a few mistakes. And then as I started making a few mistakes, I got injured. I broke my nose in the game. I broke my nose in the game, and then Senzo got his opportunity, right? So now, I'm telling you the story, but I'm seeing this whole in my head as well.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, and then Senzo got his opportunity, but yet I still thought nothing about it, you know. Then I was sitting with all blue eyes and stuff like that. I remember I went to Orlando Stadium to go watch the game now because my eyes were still blue. The camera showed on me that time as well. And me and my wife was sitting, and I could see my face, and I'm hiding my face, and you know, my eyes are blue and my nose is swollen up. But Senzo was playing. But before I got injured, I was also catching a few lollies, you know, like I wasn't having the best of times. And then Senzo started playing as well. And Senzo wasn't having the best of times.
Oh.
Right? He wasn't having the best of times as well. So now I'm not involved, nothing. But this is when I started to learn about the special projects, right? And then the games get on Senzo, and every game Senzo is catching a lolly as well. To the degree so I've started to heal a little bit now, and you know, I'm just starting to gradually start getting back into training. And then Senzo, you can see that day he never looked right to me, man. Something was just off of Senzo. So because he used to always sit on the other side of the change with Lucky Lekwati and those guys there. So he called me to the side, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, hey, listen. He says, Moeneeb, I want to speak to you. And I went and sat by him, thinking we're going to talk crap or something like that. And he says to me, no, this is how you do it. Moeneeb, so I went to see my doctor. So I'm thinking, you're not injured? This is in my head. You're not injured, so why are you going to see a doctor? He says, no. I went to see my doctor, and my doctor told me that you are busy with me.
Oh.
But now I don't understand, because I don't understand what he's saying. What do you mean I'm busy with you, Senzo? He says, no, my doctor said, you are doing things to me. That is why I'm conceding all these silly goals. So then I looked at him, and I asked him, Senzo, do you know what you are saying? You are speaking to my family now. So what you're actually telling me is that for us to get somewhere in life, we need to do dirty things to other people. That is not how I work. That is not how I believe. My belief is in God. And he said, from now on, Senzo, don't ever speak to me. This is at training. Don't ever speak to me again. Because I thought we could build something, but I see clearly it's different mind. I said, don't ever speak to me again. And then that was it. We never started speaking. We never spoke for 3 months.
And that time you're fighting for the same position.
So now it's more tension. But then I thought to myself, you know what?
So I want to make sure I understand this part, because he speaks very, very fast. So is he saying that Senzo went to consult? Is he saying that Senzo went to consult, and then during the consultation, because Senzo wanted to play so bad, he went to consult? Is that what he's saying? Can you let me know in the comment section, because this part I didn't understand what he was referring to, because he speaks so fast. Am I on mute? Am I on a delay? Okay, so Matt is back. Okay, there we go, Matt. Hi.
Hi.
Do you,
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me know, did you understand? I don't see comments. Why don't you see comments? But I see your comments, Mamsi. Okay. Oh, you if you just joined, the way the live stream works, you only see the comments from the second you joined, from the time that you joined. So go ahead, Matt.
No. I was still listening to Moeneeb Joseph when
Okay, so Lindiwe confirms that Senzo did go to consult. So we do know that Senzo's mother as well consulted a week before his passing, and according to Senzo Meyiwa, his mother wanted to stop the relationship with Kelly. The mother was struggling with that. You know, this is going to cause problems with Umakoti, with Kaya, and. But unfortunately, the bus left her. So let's continue on.
I'm going to show you now
Okay.
why I got to this place where I am. And then at training, I started working harder, and just was, I want to show him something. But 3 months went by, and I started to get better, injury-wise, but he was starting to lollies at that time. And then, as soon as I was healed, I started to get into the team again, right? But at that same time, and this is where my love for Senzo came. This is where my respect. I was talking crap to you about but you want me to act and you want me to what? But this is what Senzo meant to me, right? And this is the time when I started to fall in love with Senzo. So I started playing, then I started to get my place back, and I started playing. But then I completely had no feeling towards him. Like I had nothing. I just wanted nothing to do. I'm just focused on cutting off here. Yeah, but not knowing he was a young man, as a young boy still, not a young man, he was a young boy. But that hurt me, that he said to me. And I just went to a mindset and I started working, and I got my position back. And then we were playing. Then one morning, because then I started to play regular again. Then one morning he came to me. And he came to me, because the one morning, this was like 4 months down the line. And he came and he sat by me. And he waited till everybody's gone. And I said, I don't want to have a conversation with you, my brother. He said, no, just listen to me, please. And I could hear the tone of his voice as well, because when he spoke to me that 4 months ago, it was rough, it was you could hear it was mean. And he came and please, let me just speak to you. Okay, I'm going to give you a hearing. Everybody left, and he told me, Moeneeb, you know what? I appreciate you, man. You know why I appreciate you? Because for one thing, you sent me back to go and learn something. Can I tell you what I learned, Moeneeb? He said, what I learned was that the people around me is not telling me the right thing. And what I saw from you is there's nothing else around you but God. That is who you believe and your faith is in. And I can tell you now, because of you, I found God. And I want to apologize to you.
But was that part of his character? Because he was very popular with his team, with his teammates, whether at the club.
That was absolutely powerful, a powerful moment where Senzo says he found God because of Slim K. And he says he realized that the people around him are not the right people. I wonder what the timeline was in that. Was that before or after he met Kelly Khumalo? Because we already see from 10 years, it's been 10 years, the people who were literally around him on that day, not a single one of them has come out to actually say what happened on that day. I also did it. I also did I say I also did I also did a tour on Instagram. Okay, I said maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year Kelly Khumalo will say something in honor of the father of her child. Forget how he died. Forget where he died. Maybe this is the year Kelly Khumalo will finally say something, and it won't incriminate her. Unfortunately, silence. I went to Uzandi Khumalo Mapopola, a dead silence over there. Absolutely sad, devastating. But let's continue on.
In the national team.
The he's after that incident, because after that, when Senzo started to, so he was at Orlando Pirates, so there was cotton all around him, they took care of him.
Yeah.
So if you're in that environment, you're taken care of. Everything is about you. Inadvertently, indirectly, everything's about you. So you start to think everything should be about me. But when I got there, so there's a problem. So then it was a little bit of a problem. So now he doesn't know how to adjust. So now he has to get out of that comfort zone and see how it is. And then his first reaction was to throw his toys out of the cot. And that's when he came to me and told me that thing. But then he realized, like, hey, that's not the way to do it. And then he found his way in God. And then I told him, I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you how to be a teammate now. So please, brother, I'm going to say again, don't share this with anybody. It's important because it's a secret meaning.
Talking about teammates, who are some of the teammates also that were close to Senzo at the time?
Everyone.
I know the goalkeepers always have a union, but who
Everyone
was his close?
Everyone, every single one.
He was that guy.
Tell the kid, man, because he's crazy. Senzo was the light of every situation.
Yeah.
He's noisy, he's loud, he's got a big smile. He had big, beautiful dentures. Senzo had straight teeth, big, and he had this big smile on his head, you know? This on his face, this big, big smile, always. Because even if he's having a bad day, even if he's having a bad day, he's got this big smile, you'll never know, you know? But he was the light and the character of every situation. Like, if you want to ask me to specifically speak out one person that was really close to Senzo, really, I can't pick out one. Because everybody was drawn to Senzo. Because he's the light and the character of everything. He's the light like this.
Did you see leadership qualities in him? Because people were shocked when Coach Shakes Mashaba made him captain in 2015 of Bafana.
100%. But it started here. I'll show you how it started. So, there's a secret between us, okay? So I started to fall in love with this young boy now. Now, I want him to play now. Because he's from Durban, right? Please, blood tabs, please, I'm begging you. Nobody must.
So you want him to take your place to play?
No, I won't tell you. So then I was also in I had a fine run of form. I was going. But then he's also starting to see now how I must support from the bench, right? But then I'm thinking to myself, hey man, this boy must play, man. And you can attest the story with Augusto Palacios, them all. So what I used to do is I asked Senzo, we're going to Durban this weekend, my brother's hometown. Do you want to play? He said, please, bro, please, I want to play. I said, sharp. Thursday, get yourself ready, game Saturday maybe. Hey, Thursday come, I say, I'm injured, I'm out. But remember, he's still a young boy, so listen. So you go, I'm out. Coach, I can't. Senzo, get ready. Okay, yes, so they're going to Durban, Senzo's going to play in front of his home ground. But now remember, he's still a young boy, his brain is not big. He's still thinking, he's just come out of the cotton, right? So now Senzo will play. Okay, Senzo, I'm going to make give me 2 weeks, right? I'm going to be out for 2 weeks. You can sort Lala, no problem. Carry on. Sharp. But now because I was playing regularly and I was a leader in the team that time, Senzo, he get his shot to play. And then now it's 2 weeks is over now.
You must come back.
Now I must come back now. But you remember Senzo just came out of the cotton, right? So now I come to Senzo. Senzo, hey, okay, this week I'll keep playing now again. Let me go a little bit now. Then Senzo will sit next to the field afterwards. So we do 11-11 day before the game. And Senzo will be sitting next to the field crying. They took me out. I'm saying, Senzo, when are we speaking, my brother? We just organized this. So then Lucky they must go outside. So we're all in the shower already. And Lucky they must go in there saying, God, don't worry, he's crying because he's still a small boy. He's still, but me and him have this arrangement. You know, but it's something that you have to learn as well. Because listen, okay, Moeneeb is doing it so I can play a little bit. But at that time, I was still the number one. You know? So
and they used to. There was a game where Senzo got his back, and they said you were injured. I remember it was against Sundowns or before Sundowns, and they said Moeneeb is injured.
That's a lot of games, brother.
So Moeneeb wasn't injured.
No, he used to give Senzo his chance, and then he didn't understand for me to take my place back now. Then Senzo is crying. When I said, Senzo, no, man, you know our arrangement. Then he says, yes, brother, I want to play more. I said, just wait, man, I'm going to give you more chance, relax. Let me first carry on, you know. Okay, now I go again. So then, okay, you say, okay, I want to play this one, man. I said, okay, sharp.
Now he's asking you.
Now he's asking you. So now he started to understand, if I can get in here. But I was flying, brother. I was at a good space in my career as well, and I know Senzo was starting because I'm also learned teaching Senzo how to be, what we need to do. to be the character of the team, but the positive character of the team, you know. And he was learning it as well, so I had no fear. Being a goalkeeper, it's hard because 1 to 4 of us is fighting for one position.
You can be on the bench for 3 years.
You know what I'm saying? And that's I understood that when I was at Ajax Cape Town. I was there for 5 years with Calvin Mall and sat on the bench, you know. But Senzo was sitting, and then I told him this is what I used to do when I was just on the bench. But they never used to give me a chance. I'm giving you a chance, so you can't call away, man. So relax, you're gonna get again. And then we started building that relationship. Then I started to fall. You know what? We were laughing so there was a time when both of us was playing.
So Senzo was a twin, and sadly his twin passed away. And Senzo was the weaker twin. So the twin brother was actually the stronger twin. So Senzo was bullied in school. The brother would go and get all the bullies. So Senzo was used to that. So I'm bringing this up in this part to just show his character and why he was, as he says, you know, because he had that, weaker heart. But I'm glad that his character grew, that he grew into the leader that he is, because you can see him from the goalpost directing the team. And if you've ever been on a soccer field, that's not a small area. It's huge. So imagine he's telling the guys what positions to take, his hands are up and they're following him. So I think that was a strategic position to have a goalkeeper as a captain as well. But, let us continue on. What's Mamsi saying? I wish you were included in the Senzo's 10th year anniversary. I was, but on the Senzo Meyiwa channel. I was not on the news channel, mainstream media. I was not included in the mainstream media, and that's okay. I don't think that everybody needs to be there. I think they did a phenomenal job. We're also going to go into the documentary by ENCA. I loved it. I wasn't going to watch the documentary, but I said, okay, fine. Let me give it a fair chance because I watched Chris Elder's exclusive, and I was like, okay. So it's not really the reporting that they typically do after court days. So yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine. And I have my channel and I have you guys, and we can still put out a message and still do all the things. So let's continue on.
And then it wasn't just happening for us. Both of us, I play, like catch a lolly, then they'll say, okay, since I play the cup game, you catch a lolly. Then they send us for eye tests. Me and him. And we'll come for eye tests. But then all the both of our right eyes is a little bit blurry. Not even looking in all human beings. There's one eye that's worse than the other eye.
Was it normal for people to be set for eye tests?
No, because we were catching lollies, balls going through our legs, But then he sent as well, man. Hey, we both human beings. It's nothing got to do with this outside crap. It's what we put in a training. How are we going to get things right in training? And then when Roger de Sá came, yeah. But then that was the time I feel that, I don't know, I was just starting to lose interest. I needed to leave. I wanted a different challenge, And by that time, Senzo has grown as a goalkeeper. And I remember that one save he made against Bloemfontein Celtic where he tracked back and he made that unbelievable save to get to the goals. And I knew this boy's ready now,
And did you see a Bafana goalkeeper even when you joined Pirates, or were you surprised by his progress over the years?
No, because I could see the progress. So Senzo needed to have the regular game time now. So with me being an older character at that time, it's just the way the world works as a coach's thinker as well. If you have a senior goalkeeper that's really built himself a repertoire where I can depend on him, then it will always hold the rest back, right? And I just felt that it was a time for me because we wanted the double treble and I needed a different challenge. And I thought to myself, here's your chance, sorry. This is it now. Can I tell you how I left Orlando Pirates?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to tell anybody.
No, it's just between us, yeah.
My brother, promise.
Because you went back to vet.
So I'm actually going to pause it here, and then let's go and start the documentary, and we'll come back to find out how he left Orlando Pirates and Senzo Meyiwa took over. So let me just set myself up. I thought I could have two screens at the same time, but It's not letting me do that. I gotta do it one at a time. So let's do it this way. Do you see my screen? Here we go. This is a documentary by UNPACK. In depth to it's always in the courthouse. Fantastic job. Shout out to UNPACK. I learned the way to sit together. So it's
Senzo was a very kind person. I've never seen Senzo being sad or angry in the camp.
He like us sikhuliswa ngenhlonipho. Uma nobaba bekabantu abasifundisa nje kufanele sihloniphe, umuntu omdala uyahlonipha, omunye umuntu nje uyamhlonipha. Sikhule sikhonza sonke lapha ka-M Holy Apostolic Church, siyingane sonke, sazi every Sunday sonke ngisenkonzweni. Mina okay, ukhona usisi wami omdala nokuthula, kube uNonhlanhla, kube yimina, kube Senzo, benosiyayo welelelela Ellen, then bese kuba uZama. Onayo ikasi la. Mhlambe sabancane besifunda njengisafunda e-high primary. Mesibuya esikoleni, ngithanda ukudayisa la ekhaya. Mesibuya esikoleni, sibuya uma bedayisa inyama ngaphakathi, usu nethumbu. Mesibuya esikoleni yazi ukuthi ngebhakede lakho la, ibhakede leli besihamba nayo senze. Ibhakede lifakiwe usu phakathi, lethumbu nosinyaka. Sahamba singena ngemizi siyadayisa, kodwa fanele senze sure ukuthi clean lapho. Ngoba fanele sibe presentable into yethu nje, umuntu noma ebuka abothi hayi la ngathenga.
Having interacted with his family, I can tell you, Senzo loved his family. I heard stories about how he had dreams about making sure that everybody was taken care of, making sure that everybody that needed help in the family gets the help that they needed. So interacting with their family gave me a glimpse of the kind of person that he was, very shy, very reserved, but also a family man, a family person who also loved his community.
Umuntu obenothando, umuntu obengayithwali, musumbona kulela zinga ekulona umuntu phela abanye abantu imali yabashintsha. Futhi umuntu akasangeneki. Yena kwesinye isikhathi uthi khona izinto azozenza azangimangaza. Athi yazi ngicangikwenza ukuthi usonze ngifonele, hey, ucange right le ndlela mangenza kanje, la ngithuka ngimlabe. Lo muntu usakwazi ukubuza kumina esephila impilo ekuleli zinga leli. Labo kwakungimangaza, lo kwakungithobisa. Lo muntu lo ngisibosiso. Angithanda inhliziyo yakhe kakhulu ukuthi uyathanda ukusiza abantu.
The loss of his twin brother kind of changed Senzo Meyiwa. What we hear from his family is that he was a very timid, very reserved person prior to the passing of his brother, and they noticed sort of a shift after his passing.
Beyiwelela Senzo, befunda ndawonye ekhuthala. Kwakuyena wayestrong nje namandla ngoba ezamlwela uSenzo ukuthi esikoleni bamhlupha kuyena lo qhamuka velalo ashaya ingane lapho uSenzo umuntu soft kakhulu. But washeshe wasishiya ngisazi noma ngo-1991 noma 1990.
When his brother lost his life, Senzo Meyiwa was also in the same incident. They had gone to the beach with his father, and while they were swimming as kids.
You guys can't hear the live? I think you're the only one, Jeremiah, who can't hear the live. Type a 2 in the comment section, guys, if you can't hear the live. No, let me say that differently. Type a 3 in the comment section if you hear everything loud and clear. Da, 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 da. And while we're waiting, you see, Jeremiah, check your device. We can hear everything loud and clear. So let me know your thoughts so far. If you guys want to come up, if you want, oh, Maki, I am sorry, I didn't see you come up. Let me know on my. You see, everybody's Jeremiah. We're gonna put you at the back of the class for disrupting. Noma si Bulele. That's a beautiful name, Noma si Bulele. Sound is good, good, good. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, 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 okay. Everybody can hear. Guys, so far, how are you enjoying the documentary? I think it's great. I think it's actually Netflix quality. Senzo went to consult. Yes, I think so. I think he did. And he went to consult, and then he went and told his teammate, "I went to consult on you." And this is what they told me. I wonder if he went to consult and to consult on Ukeli. And I wonder if, what the consultation was. Because sometimes, when you go for the consultation, I've never been for a consultation. I'm just imagining from all the things I've seen. I imagine if they said, no, 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 this one, no. The bones, I've thrown the bones and the bones are saying no. And he said, no, this is Kelly Kumalo. This is who I want. I got a comment the last time. And the person said that the Kelly Kumalos wanted to be famous and no matter what. So let me know your thoughts on that. Was Senzo targeted by Ukeli? You remember, Usfiso said that it was supposed to be a one-night stand, according to the conversation as brothers. And boys talk about these things. According to Senzo, it was supposed to be a one-night stand, and then Senzo stopped answering Kelly Kumalo's call, and then Kelly Kumalo slept outside the gate. And when they woke up, Kelly Kumalo was outside the house. And that's how, I guess, the relationship continued. So let's continue on. That's a little bit of inside gossip from Brother Meyiwa. Let's continue with, should we continue here or should I disrupt? And should we continue or should I disrupt and play? Let's continue because, it gets to a good part. Okay, let's go.
Kids, they suddenly disappeared in the water.
Lezo nje iy'ngane siziyakhalthwa anosenza basabuya emanzini. Awumele ukuthi bayabheka basababona inhlombe lapha emanzini. Kanti sebathathwa amanzi bashonisa le phambili. Hayi uba bakhumule azama ukungena lapha emanzini, hayi abantu bazama ukumvimba. Hey, kuphela isikhashana usenza vele.
Futhi usenze eqala ukudlala ibhola wengayona goalkeeper. Senze bedlala strike usenze. Kusuke ngalo mfethu ade ngimchaza ukuthi uJoe. Uyena esibona sidlala esikoleni eKhuthana. Yabo wesibona siyathanda ibhola siyimisele ngayo. Wasiyasicela wasithi aniboni mfethu zodlala nezinye izingane ezingangane. Bese siyafika ke nathi. So la ifika khona sifika na usenzo mina bengidlala istrike usenzo striker na. So kusho ukuthi ngelinye ilanga sidlala la ibhola shuthi uJoe asibona ukuthi hayi ngathi sikhuthele ebholeni yabo. Kanti ngelinye ilanga sosidlala kuvene kulimala ugoalkeeper. Athi Senzo uba uzovimba athi Senzo ngizokwazi ukuvimba. Bengakholwa abanye. Ayaqaleka vimbeka usenzo ke lapho. Shuthi nabo bathi bambona usenzo lo muntu uyakwazi ukuvimba yabo. Libe sidlala ke nje njalo ngama-weekend kodwa behlezi silandwa ngama-weekend njalo silanda ama-weekend.
You look at the people that have known him from a young age, that have watched him grow in Ireland. It's a soccer field that is in Umlazi, where he...
My only feedback with this part, which is very distracting, why is he sitting on such a small chair? Why is this the background? Why is this... Why? I think, they could have done better. I think he could have done better. It's such a distraction. Why are you sitting on such a tiny little chair, Linda Nisi? I love this Slim Cat interview. It really humanized the Senzo. It did. That's why I wanted to start with it, because I felt it takes us out of the courtroom and sets the stage for us. And now we are watching and those people who hate it when I do a commentary, I know you're going to be there in the replay typing. You hate it when I do the commentary. I'm even telling you where to go and watch the full thing without my voice. Okay, so this is Indemnity, and I love what they did. I love how they put it together. I love how they incorporated social media, because this is the new media. Okay, they incorporated TikTokers, they incorporated YouTubers. So shout out to my colleagues, and you'll see as we continue watching. So let's continue on. We've actually hit 1,300 people in the live, but nobody's liking the video. Just come in, hit that like button, take a seat. If you're not subscribed, you can't comment. If you're subscribed, welcome. The chat is open. I'll be interacting both ways. But you know what? I'll be talking really less today because we're honoring Usenzo, okay? We're honoring Usenzo. Let's continue on.
He grew up playing football. There are people that watched him there. There are people that were friends with him at the time.
Awumangihamba la kuba memories amaningi yabo. Owasinye isikhathi athi siyadlala iopponent yami sothi siyajima. Kufanele ngikorele yena kube nzima yabo. Ngibuye ngize ngithethise kuthiwa ubowenzani manje yabo. Futhi ipalo lithanda kakhulu yena kahle kahle ile esibhenga kulona yabo. Wethanda ukuvimbela kulela side leliya yabo. Engabi khona ngamanzi kanje okuse ground linotshani kukuhle nje ku right yabo. Senzo mina ifiso eyishela nami sasijwayele ukuthi masisihleli la sibuke lapha kokuyimizi ehlala abantu aba-right le yabo esho ukuthi mfethu esho futhi ukuthi mina ukufisa ifiso zami ukuthi ngidlalele iPirates ngibe goalkeeper iPirates ngithenga umuzi kanje yabona koyifiso zakhe ethi ekhaya futhi ngibasuse nje uyabona lonto endaweni ukuthi hey asikho right uyabona lonto ngoba phela nakubo bebehlanganisa ngokuthi ngidayisa amakeke uyabona siphinde futhi sidle le mali yamakheke nama sesilambele ground phinde futhi sishawele kona futhi lokho
Ngitshela ngokuthi when he was first discovered uqale kuphi kahle kahle icareer yakhe yebhola
Kwasingeyila ngokuqhamuka omunye enye isizwe kuthiwa uSoweto walapha ka-L wayecoacha iLondon Cosmos. So hamba ngaphandle wabuka la edlala lo goalkeeper yavimba la uSenzo lapha evimba wani ayi kanti uyabuka bonke nabadlali kwathi qeda igame wambiza noma athi ucela sojoin team yakhe iLondon Cosmos noSenzo wambiza wakhetha nje abadlali kusuka lapho ivele neLondon Cosmos ayijimela lapho kuswela lapho sesiyasuka siyojima ke kuyona iLondon Cosmos okuyiyona futhi le London Cosmos kuyona yagcina imise le Orlando Pirates ngoba yona iLondon Cosmos futhi ngathi yaba ne-friendly game eyayidlala ne-development ye-Pirates ngathi babesa under 13 noma ngasakhumbula babedlala phi bebedlala nayo iOrlando Pirates yayidlala iOrlando Pirates development kodwa bayishaya bayishaya evimba wani uSenzo lapho ucoach wayo yathi maze wacela umshayela ama-penalty wathi amshayele ucoach wayo iPirates wayimshayela wavimba bathi ngeke siyamfuna lo mfundisi ezoshaya ama-trials kusukela lapho bambona lapho bamhlanganisela uSoweto yena uSoweto bamhlanganisela benosikhulu sashona uThomas bamhlanganisela izinto zokuthi akhuphuke aye eGoli kuma-trials yes wahamba futhi iJetu yabuya nje ithi ngawuzathi yazathi hayi ngisabuya sebengithathile kuthiwa ngizofundiswa khona la sajabula.
I have to mute that because it's music, but we can watch it on. Okay, so he's back.
Pirates waya ku-national team ngitshele ukuya ku-national team kuze kanjani lo
hey kwakuyinto engangayilindele ngoba ngiyakhumbula wangisendela i-message before kumengezelo message yakhona ayithini ngoba ngisakhumbula kodwa ngikhumbula sekumenyezelwa ngibona ucoach uShayismash abememezela ukuthi Senzo uzoba national team captain ngamsendela imessage la boss ngathi mina hey awujama waza kanjani ukuthi uzoba ucaptain wasenda igama elilodwa lapho athi Moses wathi nguMose uzoba khulula labantu.
I absolutely love Cecil's face. I love even more that the video paused with his huge smile. How often does the family smile after the passing? So Usfiso's face, and he speaks so loudly and proudly of it. And also we hear how Usenzo was also a guy of faith. And he spoke with the Slim Cat, and said, you know what, this is it. I'm all in with the believing. I am now a believer. And then he became the goalkeeper. So this is such an interesting testimony, I would say. Very, very interesting testimony. But the testimony also goes to show if you hang around the wrong people, because look where Senzo Meyiwa died. If you caught Dr. Ivan Khoza's interview, he says, what do you mean Senzo Meyiwa was there in such a place at that time of the night? Can that's something I've never even thought of as well. So that was Dr. Ivan Khoza's first reaction. What was Senzo doing there? What was he doing there? And so it brings me to present day athletes. Are athletes being cautioned when it's during game time? What's going on? Are they given restrictions, or it's still free for all? Because hello, he could have gone out and then the next day there was a match and now they're missing a goalkeeper. But Maki, Mass, you want to add to the commentary? I didn't get to say hi to Maki. Sis Noni is in the chat. Hello, welcome. Molweni. Blanche says, thank you, Umzansi Unfiltered, for a great job remembering Senzo and our number one goalkeeper in South Africa. I believe that God of all mercies will answer all our prayers. Listen, my prayer is that for Senzo Meyiwa's mother to get the answer to her prayers, and that she must not wait too long. 10 years has been long, and I hope that we've reached the curve. We're turning the corner, and that we're getting to the other side. We're finally getting to the other side. And by doing videos like this, and by continuously talking while the Komalos remain silent, if they would have lost nothing. They might have won over a few people had they just put out a post, Justice for Senzo Meyiwa. We know they are very, very liberal when it comes to sharing their views. Let's listen to Senzo's mom.
Mama, ufuna ukufa, ufe ungakhulumanga ukuthi kwenzakalani ngengane yami. Mama, ngiyabuza nithini menixoxa, uhlezi namadodakazi akhe ekusebenzela, ekwenzela yonke into. Awucabanga lo mndeni lo. Hawu mama, ingane kaSenzo oyicabangeli. Uma kaSenzo omcabangeli, uyazi uSenzo uthathe mthanda kangakanani uma wakhe nomndeni wakhe. Mama, uhlezi lapho ngikhuluma nawe. Uyenzelani lento yenzayo? Usizuselani ubuhlungu? Then inokameyiwa ngouyazi. Uyazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngengane yami. Hawu mama, ngiyanithini menixoxa? Ngiyanithini?
I watched this as it was loaded on X, and very, very tough clip. Very tough clip for me to process, because this is a mother and she humanized again. And I think that's what today has been more about, humanizing Usenzo, and not just putting him out there as, the goalkeeper that was murdered, but now it was, who was Senzo, and the people around him, what's the impact. And she just takes the opportunity. And, anytime you're given a platform, make sure that you use that platform. And she used the platform to say, hello, Kumalos. Hello? Somebody there? Anybody home? It has been 10 years. At the same time, you're sitting there with her granddaughter. Not a single once have they gone to the Kumalos. No cameras, no makeup, no drama. You know what? Don't even tell us about it, but at least go answer her questions. And maybe the Kumalos are waiting for the court to be over. I actually found a post. So funny that I have it. Zandi actually deleted it. And it's a post that she spoke about to Kelly Kumalo. I'll talk about it later. And I said, why did she go and delete this one? Because she was the first witness with Judge Rata, right? And she thought she was all that. But how can Senzo's mom come on TV and beg for Kelly Kumalo's mother. And she says, you're sitting there with your daughters. They work for you. You have everything. My son was unalived in your house at the spaza. And no one is coming forward with clarity. Let's continue on. Let's go back to Senzo. Brother, Senzo Meyiwa. Let me make sure I see this as well.
Kade la bantu bengaqualify manje bakhulula manje.
Okay.
Ngoba nzima yabo nje ngosuku lokuqala kwafona ngalo kuthiwa akasekho emhlabeni angihleli ngale erumini ngale kwathiwa Senzo akasekho. Mengiphuma ngiza la ngifica uma nobaba ngicabanga abahleli laba ku-TV bambuka igame yaphinda. Babuka le game le hayi siphinde fanele ngene mina ngizosho ukuthi akasekho lo muntu abambukayo la edlala. Kwaba nzima kakhulu. Abadlali bahluma sasacela omunye umama la makhelwane ugogo njalo kwayena ozongena ozobatshela. Isilile saqhuma la.
When it came to defining moments, Meyiwa was literally always on hand, making that all important safe.
Can't even believe they gave him a mic.
Bafike bamlibayilethe nje yabo.
Khuluma nomuntu oseshonile.
Kanjani msu? Bafike umlande awuduthingo ngelinye ilanga.
Landa bese.
Ngoba ngathi akazanga nemgcwabeni.
Just a mere mention of Senzo Meyiwa's name is a reminder to the family of how he lost his life, the tragic way in which he lost his life.
Ngaze ngathi awukodwa bengahambi ngani mina. Ngiyivete indlela umuntu ayisangena ngayo. Ngithawo lo muntu benamaphupha ngaka. Efisa ukuphakamisa kangaka umndeni.
And over and above that, the damage of the grave symbolizes, particularly for Senzo Meyiwa, that there is somebody that is fighting the family.
Ngicasula kakhulu indaba yokushaya katshe. Ngabo uthule abantu basempini. Khona abantu abasilisayo. Nakhona sagcina singatholanga ukuthi oba kodwa nje yabo lana babesenda isithombe kunje. Babayalwa nathi. Ndazama ukuphenya leyo nto wagcina ngatholakala muntu kodwa nje hayi. Konke sesikubeka kumdala ukuthi whatever yenzakalayo uNkulunkulu egcineni uyophendula.
You almost see how a very important part of his life. Many of the people speak about his twin. When you ask them about Senzo, they tell you about his twin in the early years of his life. This is the same person that was ultimately had to be exhumed. His remains had to be exhumed after Senzo Meyiwa passed, and he was then reburied with Senzo in the same grave. And that is why the issue around the damage of the grave is such a thorny issue for that family. It's because it's not only Senzo Meyiwa that is in that grave, but also his twin. The damage on the grave and the names of the people who were buried in that grave now lies on the sides of the grave. You almost see how it was broken, and you almost have to read through the cracks that lie on the side of the tombstone. Sia's name, you see Senzo Robert Meyiwa just on the side. The family pieced together what is left and sort of placed their surname on top of the grave. So their names are not there. It's just the Meyiwa surname that is on top of their grave, a symbol perhaps that the Meyiwas are buried in this grave.
Let's talk about the grave for a second. I didn't know that they exhumed the twin brother who passed away when they were children. And I can't even imagine. They passed away when they were children. They'd gone to the beach with their father, and then the tide pulled them in, and only Senzo survived. So that must have been, again, traumatic. So the family relives through that trauma and then now exhumes the child, buries him together with his twin, Senzo Meyiwa. I think that's quite a moving tribute, especially since they were born twins. I wonder if they were identical twins or not. But then someone goes to destroy the tombstone. What kind of people are in this world? Who goes to destroy a tombstone? And they break up the tombstone, and the family restructures it from the pieces that are left and just puts up the name Meyiwa. So yeah, that is incredibly crazy. But I saw your comment about Uzanti and her new song that, Uzanti Unfiltered family members, we're not going to listen to that song, okay? When I go to her Instagram, I make sure that my sound is on mute so that even Instagram knows that I hate the song. Because what do you mean that is your song? What about Senzo Meyiwa's mother? What about her? What about Senzo Meyiwa's mother? And the fact that the friend, the traitor friend, the friend that was there that night spoke at the funeral, that is a travesty of justice. Travesty of justice. But let me read one more comment. Zandile wants us to worry about her mother's inhliziyo. Can you imagine the audacity? Does she know the health issues of Umama Meyiwa, the sibindi, the liver, the arrogance, the audacity? I can tell you watch this channel. The sibindi, damn it, that is a naughty word. I know. It is so enraging, absolutely enraging. But let's continue on, okay? And please, in the comment section, please make sure to like the video. Let's have more people come and gather with us. Okay, we're about 200 strong. We're going to hit 2,000 people having passed through the live. But you know what I would like? I would like to see more likes. It's free to like the video. It is also easy, and it doesn't cost you any tax. There's no tax. There's no black tax. It's just hit that like button. Let's back into it. Welcome, Nani, and then we go
So in the first 4 years, nothing happened, and we.
Am I alone? I think
Hi, how are you?
Hi. This is Nani in the building. Hi, welcome to the channel. Who else is there? Thank you, man.
Hello.
Nani, what's your reaction to today?
Today is a lot, guys.
It has been a lot. Sorry, guys, I'm having a drink.
Today is just a lot, guys. But the highlight for me today, I'll comment on other things when I process them very well. I just wanna say one thing, ne? I'm gonna comment about Zandile Khumalo. She's an empty vessel. She must just shut up. She must go sing in those weddings in KZN that she sings in, and Futek. Empty vessel. Empty vessel. That one. No, man. Now I understand why Mshololo asked her qualifications, and I understand why Mshololo asked her about qualifications. She got angry.
Yeah. She couldn't back it up.
Because what is this?
Back it up. Wow, guys. Yeah, I was going to say, did anyone finally find out if she has her matric? Where are her
No,
classmates? Is anyone going
no.
to tell us the behind the scenes?
Something is very wrong. There's no way, Mzansi.
You are here, legend. I love your profile picture. I think I have it on my Twitter account, guys. Let's follow me on Twitter as well. Formerly X. No, it's Twitter. It's X, formerly Twitter. Someone sent me a DM and said, listen. So we've got to get serious, and you have to open your Facebook. I am so intimidated by it. Let me know. Drop a 4 in the comment section, and let me know if I open a Facebook. You guys will follow me there. And let's continue listening to Ulinda Amnisi. I think this is the most airtime I've ever given him, But he's right there inside Pagati, the courtroom. One thing I am appreciating is the picture of the Kerikumalo house. You get to see the door, which Mangena didn't bring to court for us. Very, very disappointed. You get to see the door. You get to see where the bullet boomeranged and came back into the house. But we're not talking about the court case today. Let's go on.
This case was under Brigadier Shibir, who has now moved on to a different unit. But in that period, we saw the arrest of Zamobuhle Mbata. He had dreadlocks, and it appeared at a later stage that he was known to the Kumalo family. And he was subsequently released. The last time I spoke to him off record, he indicated that he was embarking and exploring possibilities of suing the state for wrongful arrest. But fast forward to 2018, this particular case is then moved and given to the National Cold Case Unit. It is declared cold because nothing is happening. No person is being arrested. The investigations are just not yielding any results. In 2018, Brigadier Bongani Gininda is tasked with leading the cold case unit in this particular investigations. And there he has the likes of Sergeant Ramohala, he has the likes of Sergeant Batu Mohola, Sergeant Mohane, but also Warrant Officer Meshak Makubo, as well as Captain Joyce Mutelisi. Those are the people that were tasked to investigate this matter from 2018 going forward. But difference in opinion leads to fractures in the case. So the fractures in the investigating team led to the opening of the second docket 375 of 1/2019.
Accused 1 to 6, they hatched a plan and informed the police that they were robbed at gunpoint by unknown persons. Number 2, accused 7, she cleaned the crime scene prior to the arrival of the police. Which acts defeated or obstructed the administration of justice?
I've never heard of a case that had 2 dockets. It was a novelty in this particular case when we subsequently learned that there was another docket. But, fast forward, the team breaking up, others going to 375. We then start the matter of 636.
I'm happy to announce that there's been a breakthrough in the Senzo Meyiwa murder case. The first 5 suspects have been arrested between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. this morning in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal.
leli singalazi leli naleli phoyisa lembumbulu leli bahambovumbulu isiboshwa ayikho leyo nto. Vuka Senzo, vuka mntana methuneni. Baba kaSenzo, vukani nilwe. Ilwani manje isikhathi ukuthi nilwe. Mndeni kaMeyiwa, basingile baphindoshe. Vukani emathuneni. Vuka namba abantu badlala ngathi sekwanele. Badlala ngathi basike nabantu banayimali.
Ngangilandela ukuzaleka kwami mina uqobo ngagcina ngithi-ke namhlanje ngizele uzakhulelwa uye yedwa indodana yami ekhona la ekhaya engethembele kuyo.
That child gets
Mama, ufuna ukufa ufe ungakhuluma. 19 menixoxa uhlezi namadodakazi akhe ekusebenzela ekwenzela yonke into awucabanga lo mndeni lo hawu mama ingane kaSenzo oyicabangeli uma kaSenzo omcabangeli uyazi uSenzo uthathe mthanda kangakanani uma wakhe nomndeni wakhe mama uhlezi lapho ngikhuluma nawe uyenzelani lento yenzayo usizuselani ubuhlungu then inokameyiwa ngouyazi ukuthi kwenzakalani ngengane yami.
I wanted to play those in sequence. I wanted you to see parents. You got to see Senzo Meyiwa's mom. That was a couple of years ago, the first time. And she pours her heart out. She puts out all her emotions. She doesn't care if there's a camera. She doesn't care what you think about her. This is about her son. And then from there, we see Muzi Sibiya's dad, and he breaks down. That's another interview as well, a couple of years ago. Also touched me as well. And then from there, right now, inside Phakathi, Senzo Meyiwa's mom, can you see the difference? I wish I could put them side by side. Can you see the difference between Senzo Meyiwa's mom a few years ago and Senzo Meyiwa's mom now? She is actually aged. She's actually aged, and I truly pray that she gets her answers to what happened to her son. Let's continue on. Let me see what comments. The clips by Senzo's mom touched me. Senzo's mom's clips are absolutely heartbreaking. Can someone please translate what Mama Meyiwa is saying? Okay. I'm so sorry, Linda. I always forget that, and I always get in trouble in the comment section for that. So Senzo's mother is saying, in this clip here that is here, she's saying, listen. What is wrong with you, Kelly Khumalo? Okay, let me do it line by line. Let me not paraphrase it. Guys, I hope you're okay. It's like a 20-second clip. I'm gonna translate it, and then so that we have it translated for everybody, because I get in trouble in the comments for that. So she is saying to the Khumalos, okay, when you're gathered as a family, what do you say when you talk? Do you talk about that day?
Mama.
She's crying out to Kelly Khumalo's mom. Now it's mother to mother. You carried a child for 9 months. I've carried children for 9 months. Now they're talking she's now addressing her from a humanity standpoint. The Ubuntu that Judge Rata talks about. Type in the comment section, is there Ubuntu at the Khumalo house? But let's continue on.
Mama, ufuna ukufa, ufe ungakhulumanga ukuthi kwenzakalani ngengane yami.
Kelly Khumalo's mother. What's her name? Gladys? Okay, Gladys. Gladys, do you want to die before you have said what happened to my child? Is that what you want?
Mama, ngiyabuza nithini menixoxa uhlezi namadodakazi akhe ekusebenzela.
Wow, what do you guys say when you're together? You're seated there with your children. Your children work for you, but my son has died.
Ekwenzela yonke into awucabanga lo mndeni lo hawu mama ingane kaSenzo oyicabangeli.
Do you not think of Senzo's children? So there's 2 other children plus Tingo, who's with Ukeli. Do you not think of Senzo's children? She's speaking of herself in the third person. Do you not think of Senzo's mother? You know that Senzo's mother loved her son.
Mama,
She's pleading to her. Oh my God, and I'm even getting goosebumps with that part. She's pleading with her, and she's saying, like, she's literally pleading with her. I don't think there's a better way to translate, because you can hear the pain in her voice. You know what happened. Why are you causing so much pain to the Meyiwas? You know what happened to my child.
Oh, Mom.
Am I going to be like the translator, the interpreter in the court? I hope I did a justice to the translation, but that's how I felt. When I watched this in the morning, my heart broke. And no, I cannot watch the full documentary with her in it. There's no way. No, not yet. I'm not yet ready to watch it. So thanks for reminding us to do the Interpretation. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Indemnity is never neutral. He repeats the state version for the news. Watch this one. I think he did a good job here remaining neutral. I think he did a good job. He played both sides. He actually speaks about it later on. So this time, indemnity gets my vote. One, he gathered, I think he gathered a good panel as well. And I think the editing on this video, top tier, top tier. The only criticism I have is the translation, is that they were paraphrasing. When they're interpreting, they're paraphrasing and just making a summary of what was being said. I think they could have gone deeper with that. I think they have the budget. I think they should have taken their time with that. Let me quickly scan the comments. Definitely Noni, this Linda is so different. I nearly changed channels when I saw it him presenting, but decided to give him a chance, and ta-da! What a shocker. I'm telling you, the reason I decided to do this live was because of Linda Mnisi. Dr. Khoza, Slim Cat, and this documentary. This documentary is the last thing I watched, and while I was watching it halfway through, I was like, oh, I should watch this with the family. Then I was like, oh, should I stop now and start going live? So that's how we got alive today. You guys know it's not scheduled. And shockingly, 206 of you are here. But my question to you is, are you subscribed? Did you like the video? If you find yourself as a victim and not subscribed, you need to call this 1-800. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's continue on. Dan says, excuse me, let me have a sip of water. The indemnity is never neutral. He repeats the state's version for the news. Not in his documentary. They should have actually put it on Netflix and then made money. Just saying. Did they make money? Because it's on DSTV? We'll see. If I get a copyright strike, we'll know. Heartbreaking clip indeed. Devastating. Even Muzi TV is dead. Even Muzi TV is dead. Watching Senzo's mom breaks my heart. It shattered my heart into 1,000 pieces. I actually stopped editing and uploading videos today. I said, you know what? I'm going to just take time to myself. Nolwandle says, yaze yasika inimba nxa nibona ulama ethi wake up and fight. Yeah. 100%. Heartbreaking. Like, I love that she speaks from inside her heart. She doesn't need a script. Just give you some behind the scenes. We did a video with Unoni and Cantis and Ugwazi. And one of the things I had asked for was, do you think you can get a Senzo Meyiwa's mom to just say a few words? Because, excuse me guys, every time she speaks, it would just break you. And it shows. It's been 10 years. She is still broken. I think she needs closure. I think it's not a big ask. I think Kelly Kumala's mother, wherever you are, if you're seeing this, it is time. Okay? It's time. Do the right thing. Next comment said, Linda was given the... What was with that chair? Linda was given the smallest chair so that he doesn't get comfortable. You know what? I hate it when I'm watching a live and someone reads a comment and when the host reads the comment and they don't finish the comment, and I'm literally doing that as well. So the comment says, Linda was given the smallest chair so that he doesn't get comfortable and start talking his usual nonsense. Because what kind of a chair is that? That's my only thing about that chair. That chair is weird, okay? It's weird as that. Justice for Senzo Meyiwa family, 100%. This is heartbreaking. Thank you so much. Yay, you got to understand it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zanzi Unfelt said, this is so heartbreaking. Hello, Cabello, channel member. If you're not already joined, let me tell you something. I have a video I'm going to drop for my members. Woo! I'm still editing, but wow. I'm going to drop it for my members, and then I'll decide if I'll put it to the public. So, sneak peek over there. Lorenzo says, you guys. Okay, let me read this fast. What does Clancy say? I'm a coconut, okay? Bese kuthiwa the 5 accused ibona ababulali. Maga, wait, where did the comment go? Okay, Maga Senzo angaloko ebuzile. Guys, I sound so bad. If Ivona let's dumb as if a team state, heartless morons. The indemnity talks about later on. Yes, legend free therefore no one says yazi yasika inimba. Yes. Very heartbreaking for Noma Pagati inside Pagati. Guys, when she came in the live, she said she's inside Pagati. I thought that was hilarious. Because there we go. Unoma Pagati is inside within. Okay. She's not at work today. I can tell because she's so active in the comment section. Sagane says, I am broken. It is cruel. Horrible. Meanwhile, Judge Rita is sitting there and smiling at witnesses, knowing they're lying through their teeth. What did Mapopola say? Yeah, Mapopola. Next, we'll talk about that in a bit. Zodwa says, oh, kwaze kwabuhlungu enhlizweni ukuva umzali ekhala ngolihlobo. 155 and 65,000%. Heartbreaking. Hi guys, hope everything is okay. Hashtag Plema. Thanks, Tiani. The kids. They put him in it. Why? Why that chair? Why? Who is responsible for the chair budget? They should have put the 5 accused plus the people in the house in one room and let them watch this. Mama's clip, the guilty party will surface. Ooh, I don't think so. The people in the house in one room and let them watch this and the guilty party will surface. They've had 10 years to practice their reaction. And they'll have lots of makeup and huge eyelashes. But you know what? Asikolapo, let's go back. Let's go back. I've over digressed.
After Robert Meyiwa was shot in that house, died at the scene.
But suddenly stops because Judge Chipika Maumela had fallen ill, and there was later suspension over an allegation that he did not deliver judgments timeously. 2023, Judge Ratamakwateng is appointed to now run the trial de novo, and we know him from the trials of Richard Mdluli, the former spy boss. He sentenced Richard Mdluli. The likes of the Tulsi twins were also sentenced by Judge Ratamakwateng. You'll also remember the urgent application in the matter involving WHP after his passing and the wife. So Judge Ratamakwateng runs this trial till date.
She is linked to the actual perpetrators of this murder by means of cell phone linkages. These linkages connect her to accused 3 and 5. It was further discovered that through cell phone analysis, her cell phone memory album has the same photo of a see-through bag containing cash, notes, and in the exact position or location or spot of that of accused number 3. There is no reasonable explanation as to why Kelly Khumalo will be in contact telephonically with a headman or killers of a boyfriend and share the same picture of a bag full of money.
The fabrication of the evidence will not assist in this court because we need the truth. The WhatsApp call was not in operation during the period of October, during the period of 2014.
He never had shot dreadlocks, as described by the witnesses.
Nakho kunele segcina eselalela ugininda futhi esebuya ezongitshela ukuthi hayi lo muntu is got a strong case kana akho strong case la yonke into lapha fabricated. Ngase ngamshiya ke lapha basala uma basala khona kodwa ngeke ngichaze ukuthi labantu laba ngabasasiza ngoba manje babhizi babambelele kule yanto yokuthi labafana abawu5 ibona suspect akwanga ukuya bagcina beyibona manje bayibona ukuthi I know labafana ngempela abanacala sesibona nje ngendlela yodwa manje ukuthi bonke labo accused aba-5 bangenile ba-innocent.
The delays in delivering justice is one of the reasons why the family was standing on opposite fences in the first place. Had this case been resolved when it happened, the Meyiwa family would perhaps be singing a different tune today. They probably wouldn't have gone through everything that they went through. And you almost see it in the utterances as I was interacting with them. Sfiso says, you know, he's accepted that his brother is gone. What remains now is for those that took his brother's life to be jailed. And justice for him looks slightly different from what people are watching on television every day. Njengoba enengane no Kelly asumndeni nimephi ngalokho ngengane hayi uma wengane
Uthingo hayi Uthingo ngihleze ngibuka ngisho amavidiyo akho Kelly lapha ngimbuka ukuthi ngonane ithombe lakhe la hleze ngimbuka ngiyafisa ukuthi sigcine agcine esazi somndeni azi ney'ngane ezinye zonke azi wonke umuntu nje wala ekhaya naye futhi khona sakwafona la afonela uma ethaba kakhumalo bayafisa ukuthi balethe Uthingo uma wangifonela ngathi awuyazi kade phela umuntu wayekhulekela leyo nto wathi ubatshela ukuthi bangithinte nami ayingalinda ngithi bazongifonela akaze kodwa bafona wabe sengijabula nami ngithi awunayo lento engangiyifisa siyenzeka manje kodwa siyakholwa samthemba uNkulunkulu sizogcina sixhumene naye sikwazi ukuthi sibe nobudlelwane nabo nayo ingane.
Siyayibona iyaposta uma yayiposta idlala ibhola.
Hayibo ngathuka kabi ngajabula futhi konje la ngambona khona kuthiwa washaya amagoli awu-3 ngathi hayibo futhi ithalente lidlulele nakuyena manje yabo ngiyangijabulisa ngihlezi ngiwabuka amavidiyo akhe.
So for my international gang, basically Sfiso is talking about Senzo's daughter with Kelly Khumalo. As you know, Kelly Khumalo, they've never seen her since the passing of Senzo Meyiwa. And I just saw a super thanks. Thank you. Uzozo. I'm going to read it in a second. Wow, thank you. Wow. Guys, you guys love to super thanks, and I'm in the middle of a chain of thought. Oh my goodness. You guys, I'm so surprised at your kindness. I think that's what overwhelms me every time. Oh my goodness. It's only £3. Love you so much, girl. Uthixo akupe amandla i-channel yakho ikhule ngakumbi. I don't understand the last word. Ngakumbi. Ikhule ngakumbi. Thank you so much. Oh my God, it's only £3. Let's take out the word only because, oh my God, the fact that you chose to share £3 with me. You mean to tell me that I can also go into Harrods and go shopping? Oh, I'm coming. Tell the king, Charles, I am coming. Wow, guys, I am overwhelmed. Thank you so much. Your kindness is just overwhelming. So, sorry, I was still translating. So Sfiso Meyiwa says, hello. They get to see the videos. You see the power of social media, Kelly Khumalo? You think you're hiding the child away from the Meyiwas, but guess who gets to watch the videos as well? Well, we're going to have to put it in past tense because guess who deleted all her videos? Well, she didn't delete them, she hid them. She stopped posting on Instagram. She only does Instagram stories, and she got rid of all the photos, all the videos. So we don't have access to anything anymore. So that is Kelly Khumalo for you. So he's basically saying they would absolutely love to meet her. She's 10 years old now. So just know that whatever happens, if Senzo passing is now 15 years. She'll be 15 years old. She's literally as old as the passing of her father. And I think that's a huge connection. My prediction is that in future, she'll have make her own decisions, and she'll reconnect with her paternal family. Or at least I hope so, because all I sense from the paternal family, the Meyiwas, is love. I don't sense any resentment. I think even if Kelly Kumalo was to get to the gate that day, they would still open up their arms to them and receive them. Even Mama Meyiwa pleads to Kelly Kumalo's mother, and I'm not sure why the Kumalos are just hard on resisting on that. The Meyiwas have given the Kumalos an olive branch, and the Kumalos said, "We do not care." Let's continue on.
Uma wakhe yena
Angaze ngixhumane mina naye. Umuntu owaxhumana naye kwakusisi wami uNokuthula. Futhi emva kokushona kaSenzo bezama ukumthinta ifoni ngathi akasamtholi. Nomamkhulu sazama ukuthi akazama ukuxhumana nabo, azama ukuxhumana, senda ama-message ayibangaphenduli.
kodwa nibona ukuthi naye uma kathingo nizobuya nitholane ngelinye ilanga.
Yes, I believe ukuthi sogcina sitholana ngelinye ilanga.
As umndeni ni open to it.
Yeah, anginayo inkinga.
We know for a fact that South Africa is poorer today without Senzo Meyiwa. And we dip our sporting banners for this fallen hero. And we know for a fact that there is no grave big enough to bury this African elephant.
Mamelo from a Celtic, she was a Celtic supporter by then. Now she's a Sundowns supporter. She called me and then she said, "Did you hear what happened, Mama Joy, with Senzo?" And then I said, "What?" And then the call cut.
It was unexpected because the way it happened also, I could not see Senzo in that area at that time of the night. But I guess I was with friends, and the facts are still catchy for me what actually happened. I'm told that they went in and asked for the cell phone, and they said the cell phone only can get somebody to be killed like a criminal. I say it can't be. And that is why I'm appealing to the media, to everybody, that just help us to get the culprit, so they must know the actual reason what actually happened. Our message.
I don't know what Senzo was doing in that area at that time of the night, says the owner of the Orlando Pirates. And I want to share as well his present day interview, just so you can see as well how he has aged as well. You can hear the audio. I'm getting a message. I lost connection. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so it was just a video. Okay, I'm going to load it again. Thank you. Let me load it again. Do you hear it now? Can you guys hear the video now? Yes. Deborah says yes. We're leading with Deborah's answer. Silence. Ah, I think I know why. I think it's blocked from being shared. I think it's blocked from being shared. That is, I guess, an SABC restriction because you can hear all the other videos, right? Oh, that is so weird. I think it's blocked. I think they don't want it shared. There's no sound on the video, but you can hear me. No sound, only your sound. Okay, thanks for that, Isaac. Okay, so I think it's blocked. I think I can't play it. So we'll go back and watch the former Minister of Sport. Can you hear the video now? I didn't even check. Can you hear Mama Joy? Hear Mama Joy.
The video doesn't have sound.
Okay. Let me do some technical things. Hold on, guys. Hold the line. Hold the line. The line, we might lose connection. So I'm going to refresh my screen. Oh my God. We are back. Type a 3 for that you can hear me. Type 4. Let me know.
Team admired him. So that gave me the
Are we
sense
back? Are we back? Are we back?
that maybe the young man,
If you can hear me well and hear the
he
video.
understands his divine purpose
Still no sound.
spiritually. Why is he here?
Okay, sorry guys. Let's do a. What's going on? Do you guys hear anything? I just want to make sure. Okay, we are back. We are good. Isaac is confirming both myself and the video. You can hear it. Type a 2 if you can hear both. The video still has no sound. Oh, the video has a sound now. Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Sorry for that tech glitch. Why do you guys like to click out and disappear? We're a very small studio. Okay?
Now coming back, when he got his chance to play
I'm going silent.
in 2008, it was opening of Orlando Stadium, which was refurbished. Remember, we were playing for 2010.
Yes.
Then he got the chance against Thunder Royal Zulu. Then there was a howler. He let the goal go into the net. The man was dispirited. But he came up, picked up his pieces, and was replaced. He didn't break him. Each time he's at the training, he'll tell his friends, tell the chairman I'm doing very well. But the uniqueness of his man is that he never had an agent. He never had an agent. And he reminded me of McFish.
Yeah.
Never had an agent. Siyabonga Sangweni. Those are the players that stood out, in my administration, of these pirates.
Yes.
They're going to stand up for a long time as unique human beings.
because they seems if they knew what was their purpose, in playing football. So Senzo, you pick up the pieces, and you got the call up now to be the main goalkeeper. The uniqueness of him, it came up, especially in 2013, when he was called the King of Kinshasa, where he stopped 2 penalties. In fact, they were arguing with the retake. Said, no, give it to him. Yeah. And he stopped it. He became a greatest showstopper in the PSL. Because, you have that knack of being able to be agile without, seeing any kind of, hang-ups.
Yes.
If you make a mistake, it's because you take, corrections. But more than that, he was a player that all the time is prepared to help. He's available to help. But you must see, whenever he does things, it's just got this commanding posture of his, using his hands, directing the marshalling the defense in terms of the gaps, in terms of the defense and things like that. It was his nature. But also, if you look at, the game that he played, on 2014, on the 25th, he did very unique. That really said to me, on hindsight, premonition. After we won that game against Ajax Cape Town, and people will remember this.
Yes.
You alone, you rounded the stadium, waving a hand, as if it's saying goodbye, alone. Usually nowadays you see the Paris players, they all congregate in the corner all over there. Alone, he circled the stadium, waving to the supporters. And he's got his own gesture.
Yes.
As if he's conducting the choir. Now, it didn't mean anything at that particular moment. It didn't mean anything. But what gets into me is what was shared to me by our kid manager. It's my nephew. The first thing he came to tell me at home, he says, "Man, chairman, after the game, Senzo sat on his chair. Because players, when they finish, they take out their uniform, they go to the shower. He took out his boots first, and he put his feet on the boots, and he bowed his head. For 5 minutes. Not removing the uniform, bowing his head. Now, remember what happened in the field of play?
Yes.
Now, bowing of his head after the game. What was happening that moment is a scene between him and his God. I can't comment. When the news happened the following day, it was devastating.
So this is Dr. Khoza, okay? And it's his first ever interview. First ever, because I've actually been searching myself to see some of the things he said in the past. He said absolutely nothing. It's his first ever interview after the passing of Senzo Meyiwa and after the funeral. The last time he spoke was at the funeral. So this is now the first time that he speaks with regards to that. And I'm happy that, SABC got this exclusive because we get to hear, again, the behind the scenes. There's so many behind the scenes that are being shared on this anniversary of Senzo Meyiwa's death. And we get to see who he was, despite what is more known about him is that he was married, he cheated on his wife, he had a girlfriend, Kelly Kumalo, and then they had a baby together, and then he died at his father's house. That has been the story so far for the longest time and for the loudest. So I love that now they're coming back with the story of who he actually was, despite this murder scene that happened. And we hear how on that game, if you remember, it was when it was raining. There was a lot of rain. And you know what they say, if it rains at a wedding, you know the saying, it says, is this applicable as well with regards to his last game? And that in that game, he actually ran around the stadium waving to everyone, and not the regular wave, but his usual wave where he's getting the crowd to cheer him and say goodbye to him, according to Khoza. And then as well, he shares that the nephew shares as well that in the locker room, he didn't go into the showers like he normally does. He just sat down and took in the whole moment. It is as if he knew that this was going to be the last time ever that Senzo Meyiwa plays. City just came in. City, you're an hour and 40 minutes late, but the most important part is that you're here as we recognize Senzo the human, and humanize his brand. So, yeah, let's continue listening on. There's one huge question. I think I'm going to fast forward it because this is long. This is very long. This video is long. This video is long. I want to fast forward it to the part where Griselda tries to get him to talk about the case.
Because that's how processes work. Sometimes they take too long. If you look at the game a day before, it was raining. It was as if it was his last game. And that's why people could not understand in the transition. This excitement nowadays, what happened? What happened? To your question. That's why I trust in the process of justice to say, maybe we're able to get the answer. Because that's how processes work. Sometimes they take too long, frustrating and whatever. But I think the point is just better. Because he serves the country with aplomb.
Did I lose sound again? Are you guys not hearing the video sound? Then I don't know why I keep losing sound on that video. Why would Fiso lie and say Khoza told him there were no intruders? He kind of addresses it. Sound is perfect on my side. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's continue. Because otherwise this video is going to be so long.
And just a day, as you mentioned, Dr. Khoza, after demonstrating that commitment on the field, tragedy struck. Even till today, as you say, the justice system is still navigating the process of
what happened,
getting to, through evidence, of course, in court, what really happened on that day. When did you first hear the news that this tragedy had struck?
See, what's also a bit of a challenge that, it was known by everybody that, the day after the match, immediately after the match, the following day, there was a birthday party of Mahamudza.
Yes, which has been mentioned in court.
We thought everybody was in Mahamudza's what you call. I think I got four or five calls on different people. I could not believe. Then the first guy to phone me was my general manager, Floyd Mbele.
Yeah.
A few people phoning me, Chico Twala phoned me, Jasmine, the player agent, phoned me. 4 or 5 people phoned me.
Yeah.
The chairman, but nobody believed. They didn't have the story. They said, but we were told he's shot. So only later in the night, you say, no, it's normal. Because it's unbelievable. I remember, one of my sons phoning Mahamud and says, man, is Senzo there? Because he could not believe that, Senzo is shot. But what happened in the party? They didn't know themselves.
Yeah.
It's only when they got the news, then they also all went to hospital.
Yes. And this must have hit very hard on you this was a young man that you took in. You had a very close relationship with the late Uncle Sam, Senzo's father. And I guess the expectation would be, given that his father was in KwaZulu-Natal, you equally played a father figure for this young man when he came into your fold. So this must have hit you.
You know, we all know that we're going to die one day.
Yeah.
But there are people that give you a sense as if they're not a dying type. Senzo never looked like a dying type. Because of his exuberance, you know, his personality, you know, never say die spirit, you know. And after having performed this much well, and everybody being excited, and that's why when this happened and I found the father, I had to collect myself. Because I can imagine the emotion on the other side, to express my condolences. Because what is strange for me was because, you know, they told me that they were together with friends and whatever, you know. So the father on that side, you know, I could hear him crying. And I had to turn him down and said, Daddy, cry some more. It's a big loss. And I know how special the Senzo was to his family. The things he did for his family is just unbelievable. Never forget where he come from. And I said to the dad, I think we need to get, you know, somebody to come up and start sorting out things. But before that, I said, I'm coming.
And you did.
And I must say that one thing that I want to highlight is Ubuntu of the administration of Sister Zikalala. So because when I prepared to go down to see the family, I phoned him as a premier.
Yes.
To announce that I'm coming. He says, no, I'm going with you to the family. The whole leadership of the provincial, you know, executive was part of my delegation to go and see the family. And they helped me to bandage, you know, and to cushion the pain and the loss. Because, you know, the family could see that, you know, this boy is in safe hands.
Mm.
Then when we came back, you know, with the boy, that's why I said to the daddy, I want to apologize, but also grateful that I took your boy as an unknown into my development. I'm bringing him back as a national hero, as a captain of Bafana and captain of Orlando Pirates Football Club. But unfortunately, his boy is lifeless. I'm sorry.
I would like to get your comment on the fact that it's 10 years, and I know you're a man of process, but it's been 10 years, and still there is no justice for this young boy who came into your fold, who came into becoming a man. 10 years on, there's still no justice for Senzo Meyiwa.
You see, the unfortunate part, you know, I'm not an insider. I'm from outside looking inside.
Right. Respectfully so.
So I cannot comment with context.
Yes.
Because I really like when I comment, I must have context.
Yes.
There are things that are not available to me to make a judgment call. That's why I'm saying we must trust the process, whichever long it takes.
But like everyone else who wants to know what happened to Senzo Meyiwa, obviously you would also want justice to be seen to be done.
Well, I think that's fair enough. I mean, for everybody, not because of Senzo, anybody who loses a loved one, there must be closure. But, you know, I don't have the authority to make pronouncements.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The trial is still ongoing as well.
That's why I cannot make pronouncements because governance has got its own way.
Yeah. I would be amiss in my journalistic responsibility. Whether you can answer me or you can't answer me, but responsibly so, on the premise that the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial is still currently underway. We've not delved into the merits of this case in this particular interview. But I have to ask you, how did it feel when your name came up in the trial?
Well, I can't say anything because, if I'm called, I'll appear. If I'm called, I'll appear. And try to understand because somebody told me about this. And I listened and said, okay, I must go. If I'm called, I'll appear and answer.
And just finally,
Griselda really tried. Griselda really tried to get the answer out of him, but there he doesn't really answer he doesn't answer when she's trying to get him to speak about the fact that Senzo Meyiwa said no, it wasn't a murder. That's really Griselda's question, but she's being diplomatic and politically correct about it, and he. You can tell a man who has been advised by legal counsel, stay out of it, don't mention it, don't talk about this, opposed to Uchiko Twala, who, by the way, has disappeared off the face of the earth. We haven't heard from him since he did the podcast interview. But let's listen as well. I want us to listen to Uzandi Khumalo. Let's react to this. I don't have the clip, so I'm going to play it on my phone. I don't have it, I can't find it online, so I'm going to play it from my phone.
Thank you for having me. So, it's been about 2 years, I think, since we last spoke. Yeah. It's been a minute. It's been a while. Yeah. Talk to me about how are you? How have you been? What are you up to? I'm great. I'm blessed. I'm happy. I've been busy. I've been very busy. Yeah. Obviously, that you can never shy away from. Yeah, I've been very hectic with music and a lot of other projects. Yeah. That I'm busy with. Yeah.
I knew she was there to talk about music.
Working on some new music. I think you have a new single out. Tell me about more.
We don't care.
I'm forever working on something new.
Yep.
My piano side of things. Okay. And I was really comfortable there. I'm happy there, actually, funny enough. It was a bit of a challenge before, but I was like, actually, I have this. I've got this. Yeah. So, yeah. So what inspired that, to move into this genre? It's quite upbeat, quite young and little. It is. For me, when I started this.
So we're not gathered to talk about her music. She can do that on her Instagram account. Who's on the line? Oh, it's Uzandi Khumalo, one of the Khumalo sisters. So I'll summarize what she says. Because right now the clip, they're still just talking about her music and we do not care. So basically she says, and I will quote, this is not my words, okay? It's Zandi Khumalo's words. She says, Zandi Khumalo accuses Senzo's widow of hiring a hitman. What are your thoughts on that? How does she even say this is 10 years later and she's coming up with a new theory, a theory that is not in court? I can't send the link, Dan, because they embedded it. So it's on the ENCA website and they embedded it. I don't know why they did that. But I was going to broadcast it, as you know. But they embedded it. So she says, she's throwing the light on the widow of Senzo, who, by the way, has been quiet, hasn't been a part of this, was never investigated. Zandi's always constantly having that beef with her. Oh, the StreamYard link. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys. Let me just paste this in. So that is Uzandi Kumalo's comment. What are your thoughts on that? Hitty. Ooh, from the wedding. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow. This is so nice. Ooh. City says Zandi killed Senzo herself. Yeah, why does she keep deflecting? Why does she keep deflecting? Doka says, I'm a piano asikola. We're not there. We're not there. And shame on you, ENCA, for even bothering with that. We are not there. It's the 10 years of Senzo Meyiwa. Get straight to the business. No need to warm up. No soft talking. Ask her the question. Hello, what happened to Senzo that day? Are you ready to speak? They should get me. They should get me. I will truly ask the hard questions. I will ask. But yeah, let me see if I can fast forward to that part. So let's go back and watch Linda Mnisi. Thank you, City, from the wedding. Can I put a song request for the DJ at the wedding? Let's go back to. Do you guys want to go to Slim Cat? Do you want to listen to more Senzo Meyiwa stories? Or do you want to go back to Ulinda Mnisi with the Meyiwas? Dan is in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We'll do a quick hello, a quick reaction, and then we'll go back to organized. Demo says a disorganized family.
Yeah, how you doing? Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Very well. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on a Saturday late at night. And thank you to everybody. Please make sure you're liking the video. Please, please, please. What's your quick reaction? What have you caught up to? I know you said you were driving. No, to Linda Mnisi. Did you say no?
I'm home now. No, I was on my way home. Yeah, I mean, I just have a little reaction really to Linda and Nisi and Griselda. These people, why would you ask a question and then say you didn't include the merits? Because any of the merits from the trial, which means like evidence, it doesn't point to any of the 5 accused. So every time Linda or Griselda, they get on and they say something about the mastermind, why do they keep asking a question about the mastermind to get a conversation started? Because every time they mention mastermind, that's supposed to take you away or your mind away from Longway. That's basically like a backdoor protecting Longway, because if we all know, if you've been watching the trial, the mastermind so-called evidence was fabricated by the state. So what comment could you possibly want about a mastermind? Oh, why isn't Kelly? We've been asking that for like 2 years now. Why hasn't Kelly been called? We're past that. We want to know, where is Longway? Why can't he come? We're getting evidence of his GPS and all of this, but we can't get his own testimony. That's who we know pull the trigger, and that's who we want. Never mind this mastermind, because it'll take us, if we follow it all the way down to the end of the tunnel, it'll take us nowhere. So what's the point? That's what these news pundits keep doing. They appear to be down the middle, but they're not. Every single week, something crazy happens in that trial, and what do they come out with in the news? A delay that had something to do with the defense, which is all lies. So I don't really have a major reaction because I didn't get into all of what Griselda and Linda had said, but all I could catch was that they kept begging the question of a mastermind. We're not interested in a mastermind. I'm tired of it. So I wanted to talk about, if you have time, I wanted to bring up Chico. I had an extensive topic on Chico, but if that's not for now, then I can save that for another time. But yeah, I wanted to talk to a point about Chico, but I did find the comment that I left a few weeks ago in one of your videos. It was the one that you had with, yeah, but
I and I loved how you're like, okay, this is it, because that triggered it and it brought it forth. Comment. So today we're actually staying out of the courtroom. We're more talking about Senzo the human. So that's what this tribute is about. But to what you said right now about the mastermind, I want to comment on that, because
Sure.
so long as he appeared off the face of the earth, he didn't show up for his own court hearing. And I believe that that is just a strategy which they all planned at the beginning, which was, okay, let's arrest Longwe. Let's say he stole something from Daddy Dearest, and then let him go to jail, let him get bail, because who has ever heard of bail? Okay, and then stole from home, and his bail is, okay, you can go back home. You can go back home on house arrest, and we'll see you on the 25th of October. What happens on the 25th of October? Kininda's writing an exam. Actually, Kininda wrote an exam today, yeah. So Kininda's writing an exam. There is no court on that day. Longwe has disappeared off the face of the earth. I think it's a strategy so that when Ungomez will subpoenas Longwe, they say, man, we don't even know where he is.
Is it true? Is it true that there's a desk warrant out for Longwe?
Yes, there is an arrest warrant for him, not for the Senzo Meyiwa trial. The arrest warrant is for his theft with his dad, the studio equipment. So the comments are agreeing with the caller, our true caller, Dan, in the building. Let's go back to Linda Mnisi and the Meyiwa family.
I can't take it.
You can't take it? Is that what you said?
I can't take this guy, man. I don't know why. Listen, I liked Linda when he first appeared on the scene. If you remember, his debut was like that Rosemary Ndlovu case, the killer cop, the first one. That's where we first saw him, and there was nothing to cook in that. So whatever happened, he laid it out to the public. But now they put him in this trial, and he's just like bending over for the state, and I can't understand it. So I try not to, give him too much of my attention anymore, because I'm just gonna flame him in any comment any video that I see.
I owe you a live. I saw your comment. I screenshotted it. We'll do a separate live and break that all down, because I think there's merit. There's merit in your comment. Oh, I love that I said that. Okay, let's continue on. Sorry.
One last thing, real quick. I'm sorry. There's 3 people that I would like to see. The only 3 people I'm interested, as far as pundits talking about this trial, there's Elton Hart. That guy is fire. He's on Nigerian platforms talking about this trial, and he's going in. Obviously,
I thought he was an AI character. If I'm being honest.
Come on, no. Elton Hart's been around for a while. He's a good analyst. He keeps it so real, and he's not like picking sides. He's in the view of the public, but he's saying, listen, this is what. I mean, anyway, listen. He's too real for SABC and Newsroom Africa, so obviously they're not calling him anymore. And then there's this nice young lady, Ntabi Seng Dubazana, I believe is her last name. She's another one. She's very honest.
Is that the channel? Ntabi Seng what?
Dubazana, I believe. She's a dark brown skinned woman, a young lady. She's, if you type in her name, she's been on many interviews on SABC and all the other ones, but she's very real with this trial, and they keep going back to some person that we've never seen before for like the first time to give interviews on this trial, between Linda and these anonymous people. They won't go to Elton Hart, they won't go to Ntabi Seng, and then I want to see JJ Tabani on replace Linda and put JJ.
They won't bring.
Listen, he's gonna.
There's no way.
He's gonna put the pressure in the media, but yeah, that's who I would like to see. But other than that, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about this. I'll respond to Chico later.
We'll do a whole Chico live. I owe you that one.
No problem.
I'm a fly off the seat of my pants kind of person when it comes to doing live. So thank you. There's 180 people. 2,689 people have come to the live. The question is, did they actually like the live stream? If you're still in the live, please drop a like. It is free. It makes me extremely happy, and it helps us share this live throughout the platform. So Elton is now interviewed by the Nigerian journalist. Yes, I saw that. I love Elton.
Yeah.
I think Elton is actually in here, and I love, is he in here? Or did I watch him somewhere else? I watched so many Senzo things today. I might be confused. Let's continue on this one, because guess where we are? Public opinion, and that is us. We are up.
I used to do legal case analysis on Facebook. And when the Senzo Meyiwa trial was about to start, one of my friends on Facebook asked me to do the legal analysis thereof. So the first posts of the Senzo Meyiwa trial were done on Facebook. And then later on in 2022, when the matter went to trial, I started that content.
You were a prosecutor. You should know this. And if you don't know this, that the confession without the corroboration is nothing more than just words in the wind, then you've got a problem.
The Senzo Meyiwa case has always been my interest. I've always researched on it because it was a matter that was left hanging. So when I saw Danny on his platform, I then decided to share my contribution and the outcomes of what I have researched.
I don't know whether I should call it Khumalo confessed or Khumalo accidentally exposed herself.
I developed a serious interest. So I've been following the Senzo Meyiwa case, right? So it was not a struggle for me to even start a YouTube channel, right? Because I've been following the case on a day-to-day basis.
Because this is a polarizing case, and this is one of the cases where you hardly come across somebody that says, I'm in the middle, I don't know what to believe. It's either you are part of the Ndanzi Nation, as they call themselves, those who are for the defense, the 375ers, which is the second docket. They believe in that. They believe the accused are innocent. Or you are Team Baloy, Team States, Team We're Cruising Nicely, the people that actually believe the story.
Wrong polo, wrong color of a polo, wrong people who were arrested. 3, the positioning of the same accused is questionable. So already you've got 3 things.
My audience have taken a specific side, and the court or what is happening or what has happened, it's basically not helping in terms of changing the mindset. Someone in the house took the life of Senzo Meyiwa, and someone powerful paid people to get this thing, somehow get people arrested and let's cover up everything. So that's the position. Like I said, I feel that the court has not done enough to dispel what my audience believe. I don't think they've done enough.
I don't care about Mugosi. I care about the evidence that's there, that Rata is looking at. You know what Rata is looking at is what I want to look at. Everything else is irrelevant.
I think perceptions have significantly changed, Linda, since the matter has unfolded. Initially, when we started, it was clear 2 camps. On my live, people who came on the panel, it was always those who favor the state and those who are for the defense. But later on, we started having people change their minds. I think so far we've had over 100 people coming on the live saying, you know what, guys, I used to think you are biased. I used to attack you. But since I have followed the evidence, not us, since I have followed the evidence, now I am convinced that these guys have got a case to answer. Not guilty yet, but they've got a case to answer. So there has been a significant shift. Even lately, we did a post after the recent testimony by Brigadier Gininda when another name was thrown into the head, that of Longotwala. People have shifted their views completely.
What are your thoughts on what the state has led so far?
Look, I can't give a definitive view and position because I don't know the contents of the document.
So those are the public opinions that they brought up. So they brought up Ubongani, YouTubers. Shout out to YouTubers now on TV. Woo, 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 woo. But also, I don't recognize the TikToker. Sorry, I was trying to find him on TikTok. I don't recognize him. Can you guys let me know if you guys follow him? And let me know, did I understand him correctly that he says the state has a case and that the accused have something to answer to. Did I hear that correctly? I might have misheard him. And at the same time, let me also watch the comment section. So, comment section says, first of all, William says, I wonder why the Meyiwas opened their door to Linda Misi. I don't have a problem with them doing that, because I think you have to understand something. In this equation, the Meyiwas don't have access. So they don't have access to media. They don't have access to, only now, they're now building up their YouTube channel. They're now starting to walk with their own voice. So I think that was a very brilliant strategy. I think any and everyone who approaches the Meyiwas, except you, Kotwala, I think they should use that as an advantage, because it's their story, it tells their story, and I think they did well, because guess what we're talking about now? We got to see the reaction of Umama Meyiwa. We got to see that she is still mourning the loss of her son. How else were we going to see that? How else were we going to see that? Usfiso Meyiwa does not have a cell phone. He doesn't have a cell phone. He doesn't have a smartphone. That's one of the reasons why we worked together and collaborated and did the video that we posted on their channel, to keep their channel going and to build activity. I hope you guys are also supporting them. So for me, Ndemnisi has the budget. He has the backing of a whole TV channel, and I think that this was an objective documentary, in my opinion. Let me hear what your thoughts are. Yes, that is Team State. Really? They drank the Kool-Aid from this. That is Team State. Okay, because I was like, wait, did I hear him correctly? That is Team State? Wait, let me find them on TikTok. Wait a damn minute. Where's my TikTok? While I'm on my TikTok, have you guys followed me on TikTok? What are their names? Tell me their names on TikTok again, please. Woo! Should I join one of their lives? Oh my goodness, because we're about to go into the Christmas break. I'm going to have a lot of time. Should I go into one of their lives? And oh my God, I don't know if I'll survive being in a Team State live. Oh my God, I'll be crucified. Judge is a problem, says one of the comments. So yes, William, I do not agree. I think, let me know in the comment section, drop a 5 if you think the Meyiwas should stop doing any interviews, not let anyone in, or they should be selective in their approach. I don't know. I'm 100% for the fact that, look at it, the Senzo Meyiwa story is up front, top front and center. Once they get a hang of their YouTube channel, once they start to control the narrative, once they get all their equipment, by people like you supporting a channel, you guys supporting my channel is how I get my equipment. I actually have a huge box here that I'm going to be unboxing later, but it's only possible because of the channel. Only possible. I love YouTube, in case nobody has an idea about that. The reason I'm considering going on Facebook, did you guys answer that question? I asked it about 2 hours ago. I don't remember if you broke that down. The reason I'm considering going on Facebook is because people steal my videos and make money off of my videos. How is that even possible? So if I am on all these platforms, then it means I can do a copyright strike. Somebody once took my video, put it on TikTok. I'll never forget that. I actually DM'd them. I remember DMing them. They put my video, they took my video from YouTube, put my video on TikTok, and that video got over 1 million views. You want me to say that again? That video got 1 million views. I actually remember DMing them. Let me see if I can find that stupid DM. I didn't really care about it. It wasn't a big deal for me. And let me see what I would have said. I don't remember the phrasing. Anyway, I DM'd them and I said, hey, thanks for using my video. Please, the next time, all I ask is that you just go ahead and, add me. So if you notice now, all my videos now, I am putting my logo in it. I hate it so much. It feels so tacky. It feels petty. But the fact that people are stealing my videos and then just posting them on other platforms and making money out of, no way. So that's how I'm like, okay. So because if I put the video, I can copyright strike it, and if I copyright strike you, they can actually delete your channel, or they can delete your, what is this thing called? They can delete your page. So that becomes a battle within the creators, and it wasn't such a big deal for me then. I was like, whatever. But now I'm going on all platforms. So will you guys follow me on Facebook if I go there? And it's just so that I load my video there, and then I'm the copyright owner. And then if anyone loads it, I can copyright strike them. That's all. So let me do a quick scan of the chat. Likes are liking, girl. No, they're not, because you are seeing how many people are live right now, right this moment. There's literally 254 likes. Okay, and then right now you see 165 people. So it looks like the likes are liking, but they're not, because there's 2,000 people, 2,008. Oh, we're about to hit 3,000. Oh, so there's literally 3,000, almost 3,000 people that have come into the live, and only 10% have liked the video. So no, please like the live, guys. Next comment says, but let's be honest, we need people like Ulindamnisi in our lives to remind us never to trust anyone. And also, I can't wait to see his face when this case sums up. Oh, that's a good point. Yes. So when the case sums up, he will still be right there giving us a summary, and then we will react to the summary. So you see, it's like a vicious circle. They did the documentary, I'm here reacting to it, and we are reacting to it in the comment section, because I actually went to the comment section of that video, and it's the dololo zwi, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Ignacia, please tell me if I got your name wrong. I see you all the time in my comment section, and I feel so bad because I don't know how to say your name. Please help me. Doka says, Nisi where to, you see, Nisi's got some followers. CD says, we have taken the side of the defense and Jalo because we see a cover up. Exactly. And I am one person who, the second the state cleans up, I'll switcheroo. I will switcheroo. I follow the evidence. I'm team evidence. And right now, I don't see evidence. Elton Hart was on SABC 404 today. Kindly check. He is so truthful. Yes, I watched him as well. I was going to do a reaction to his as well, but guys, we've been going. Are you guys good to go for another 30 minutes? If so, we'll play it. Linda told a blatant lie. Ooh. On the air that Chico's firearm was a 9mm pistol, but that's what it was. Even what's his face? Mangena. That's what Mangena says. 9mm. That's what he says. There is no evidence. It's just hearsay. It is all hearsay, and then we're corroborating it, and then we're collaborating it, and then we're doing inferences. That's literally what we're doing in that case. Mabuza, Mabuza, Mabuza. How many? How many times did I call you? Danny, yes, he said so. Next comment, yes, this is Team State on TikTok. They drank the Kool-Aid from the state. I really want to know. I really want to find their TikTok. Did you guys tell me their TikTok? Let me go back. Team State, okay. Welcome, Alf Mash is a new member. Say what? I thought you were a member. I don't know why. I thought you were already a member, but you know what? We love members on this channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's going to be a drop in the member section. Am I going to edit it? No, I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to put it as it is. Next comment says, I don't even understand that guy. I don't even understand that guy. What exactly is he saying about people changing their minds and not quoting in verbatim? Verbatim! I can see you listen in court, City. Yes. Kilinda comes up with these words and he thinks he sounds so smart. Oh my God, did I say that aloud? Oops. Danny is TikTok. Okay, wait. Oh gosh. Sorry, let me make some space. Where can I put this? There. Danny, Ma, Wait, let me try again. Do I even know how to use TikTok? Danny. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh, he's pretty popular. There's so many search phrases for him.
The nation was shocked by the murder of our national goalkeeper, and today we are reflecting on the past 10 years with Newsroom Africa, Channel 405 at 5 p.m. this afternoon. So make sure you tune in, especially for those who haven't seen your favorite co-host, official minister. You now have another opportunity to see him on TV if you haven't seen him on our podcast. But reflecting on the past 10 years, let's have a quick look at what have been the biggest highlights, in particular from 2020, when the 5 guys before court were arrested, and 2022, when the matter went to trial. This matter started with Judge Chifua Maumela, who later fell ill.
Okay, talk too slow. I'll have to speed it up. I'll watch it later. I'm not sure what he's going to say. Okay, thank you. I found him. Did I follow him? No. Let me save this so that I remember to come back. Okay, next comment. Sorry. Thank you. And next comment, Dorcas says, City, true, they are crying in the wrong funeral. Next comment, as much as it means it will take long to restart this case, but I wish the accused can apply for Rato's recusal. No. I'm 100% against that. Let's continue on. Let's go. And then we get to the end, and then they do the appeal, Supreme Court, all that. No, let's keep going. No. Start again for a third time. That means, think about it, the accused are still behind bars. Well, except those that are not serving a sentence, which in this case is only Ubongani Danzi. Ubongani Danzi will sit through another whole sit. No. Who was paying them to go and cry? Which funeral? We're going back. We caught a manga tomorrow. No, on Monday. Next comment. Then we have intruders. Hello. We have intruders here. Please like. Yes. Stop being an intruder. Can you please like the video? It is absolutely free. This is not a Spaza house. And no, we do not have a red polo and driving slow. Just hit the like button once. That's it. You sit and nobody will bug you again. Okay. Yes, I pronounced it correctly. Yay. Thank you so much. Next comment. So as they see you on their live, they will follow. Oh, soon as they see you on their live, they will follow. I watched one and got requests from a couple of the moderators. Do you have... Hey, do you have quite a following? I do. No, not a ghost account. I built a following on, what is this? TikTok. TikTok, you get to 1,000. After that, you get the live button. You can go live. So I got to 1,000. After 1,000, I didn't care. But I have a huge TikTok account. It's a ghost account. I have a huge TikTok account. I should tell you guys my social media story. My social media story started on TikTok actually. And one of my clients actually bought a house. They announced that yesterday. One bought a house. One is paying off their car. This is all from my TikTok stories. I'll talk about them one day. We'll talk about them one day. But yeah, I have a huge. That's where I started on. I started on TikTok. TikTok is where I started. And then I grew this account to 1,000 subscribers. I grew to 1,000. Yeah, I grew to 1,000. After that, I didn't care because I now have the access to the live button. So I literally could be live on TikTok now together with this, but oh my God. No, I'm not going to do that. I should have done that as well. Ooh, I would have grown. Yeah, but I don't really care about my TikTok that much. Next comment says, Linda's, oh no, No. I'm going to skip that comment. I like us to be objective on this channel. Chico's firearm was a revolver, an old gun. But the merit in the case is a 9mm. That's what he brought. I've sent you me of their videos on TikTok. You sent me videos on TikTok. Thank you so much. This guy is drunk. Oh my goodness. Membership got depleted. I need to set it on a reoccurring payment method. Okay. Welcome again. I knew it. I know all my members by name. Rata is a serious problem. It's my wish, which I have thought definitely it will be costly. No, I cannot support you on that decision. I will oppose you. I will object profusely. Let's keep going. Get to the end. Let the state end with Gininda, which we all know they're not going to do it. They're going to add 6 more people after that, especially after this weekend. Thanks, City, for gifting me my first membership last month. Now I just need to keep up. Oh, okay. Thank you, City. I don't even know how City is able to do that. You know, that's the only thing on my channel that I can't control, that I have an issue with, YouTube, if you're listening, because I'm a control freak. And then it's like, wait, we'll get them Gulurujus. Because how do I know who you're gifting and if they're the Mkulurujus, the right ones? Because guess what? A Mkuluruju would never pay to become a member. Especially the video I'm about to drop in the member section. Ooh, I don't want Mkulurujus to see that one because I'm not ready for it to be out in the public. But it's such a sneak peek. That's all I'm saying. Stay tuned. Forward to the full bench appeal. Exactly. Sorry, my autocorrect is on steroids late at night. Okay, let's go to, I'm all caught up on the comments. I'm so proud of myself. I guess anxiety, if I've missed out on something, but I think we're all caught up. We are good to go. Yay! So, what happens next? We have lost track of where we were. We were with Umabuza. What is Mabuza telling us? And do we agree with him? Let's go!
But I'll confirm that it is based on circumstantial evidence. But I'll also confirm that circumstantial evidence means that you don't look at the evidence in isolation. You don't look at the gun alone and look at the testimony of the ballistic evidence or the ballistic expert alone, and you look at circumstantial evidence says you look at everything holistically. And if you look at everything holistically, what inference can you draw from that? Now let's look at it. You've got 3 people who are in the house who testified, right? And all 3 of them say there were gunshots. You've got a neighbor that says, I heard gunshots. So the first box we tick, there were gunshots in the house. How many, it differs from the testimony of the witnesses, but we know that there were gunshots at the house. 2, we've got witnesses who were in the house who says the person that was shot was Senzo Meyiwa, right? People that were not in the house who say the person that was shot was Senzo Meyiwa. We tick that. That's circumstantial evidence. But we also have evidence that says the gun that was used was found from the third accused who was investigated in another matter. And the ballistic expert in that matter says, these are the bullets that I tested, and this is what I found. The ballistic expert in this matter says, these are the bullets that I tested, and this is what I found. Both experts agree that there are similarities in all of this. Both experts agree that this is the gun that was fired, right? So we now have a gun. We then have to move. There's evidence by one gentleman, Zungu, who says, I was with these people at the hostel. And he then places all the time frames and what they were wearing and all of that. That's another evidence, circumstantial. But you need to connect that with the cell phone evidence. You need to connect that with what their versions are. You need to connect that with the banking transactions and all of that. And you need to connect that with, he says that, there was a gray Polo that was parked, that was parked, I think, before his car or behind him. I don't remember well. But you take all of that and you lead it. And if you look at the evidence holistically, what does it give you? And I think so far the state has done a good job. Look, you can never have perfect evidence. It doesn't happen. But I think they've laid a good base.
Me and my audience, basically, we looked at number one. Let's speak about the DNA, right? The DNA expert. He says, he gave us he says that it is inconclusive. And then from the DNA expert, it was the testimony. The testimony were inconsistent. And I'll give an example. You've got Ntapseng, who was standing outside with Yolanda, who said she had a bang, and then a first man with dreadlocks came running. And then a second bang, then two guys came running, right? And then jump, you hear the tracker expert. She says, Longwetwala left the house. But then you say, okay, Longwetwala was driving at about 20 kilometers per hour. I will assume he was probably driving, if it was a manual, he was probably driving at gear number 2. Now, it doesn't help then, because Longwetwala, in an interview that he had in one of the radio stations, he said he left the house, he was out there looking for help. But then you're looking at how he's driving around. Number one, the speed. Number two, the tracker expert says he has been driving around for a very long time, right? So if you look at where they were, or where is Kutlanong Street, right? And you say, okay, from Kutlanong Street, where's police station? Police station was about 4 kilometers. So it doesn't make sense. I've just escaped a situation, very tense for that matter. 2 armed robbers have stormed into my place. I happen to escape. The first thing is to drive around, find help, drive to the police station. And that's a natural instinct. You will drive to the police station. But tracker expert tells us this man has been driving around. He has never been into a police station. Why?
There were some key moments during the evidence that gave me even a more clearer picture. And one such example is the testimony of Captain Mushwana. It was one of those testimonies that came in rapid successions. And we said on the live, if you missed some of those testimonies, Mushwana, Mabasa, Sergeant Nkosi, Dlamini, and Masondo, if you missed those testimonies, you'll never understand what's happening in this trial, because those are the testimonies that bored a lot of people. But picking up on Mushwana's testimony, it gives us a clear indication how this case was bungled by the police, number one. Number two, it tells us that the right people were appointed from the get-go by the SAPS. The right people started asking the right questions, looking for the right answers. Mushwana tells us that Lieutenant Colonel Nietling immediately confiscated everybody's cell phone. Very same day after the crime. Those cell phones were taken to Captain Mushwana for downloading and analysis. But before Mushwana could complete his analysis, the following day he had a Constable Mahlaba, you know him, Constable Mahlaba, who said he was sent by Brigadier Ndlovu to come and collect those downloads. Now the big question was, where did Brigadier Ndlovu take those downloads? What did he do with them? Who was Brigadier Ndlovu aiding and abetting? Could it have been the mastermind? Or could it have been one of the accused?
There's a lot of interest in what will happen to her. What does this mean for her, especially in light of the fact that the state will not be calling her to testify in their case when she is essentially one of the people that were inside that house. So there's a lot of interest, still a lot of interest where Kelly Khumalo is concerned, and how this case will end for her in particular.
The one thing that have stood out for me, Linda, is it was when finally the name of the mastermind, or the alleged mastermind, I must say, was revealed. Remember, all along, even on our lives, we've been very cautious of mentioning the name, and we were very careful to use the word alleged so and so. But when Sergeant Mohola was facing some fierce cross-examination from Advocate Charles Munisi, and Munisi asked her, who is this mastermind? Does he or she have a name? Mohola did not hesitate, and probably Munisi must have thought Mohola is going to dilly-dally around the name, but she did not hesitate. And when that name was mentioned, we've always known the name, but we had to be cautious how we deal with the name. But over and above Mohola's submission on that particular day under cross-examination, Gininda also asked to say, I had also requested a J50 warrant of arrest for this particular person. I wanted to arrest this person, but this was a prosecution's-led investigations, and the prosecutor said, go back and find more information. So that moment for me, it was trying to close all the different views, because even those who are on the side of the defense, they've always wanted this person. And the other name that has been brought in lately, that of Longwetwala, they've always wanted these people to account. Now the state, the investigation team was saying, yes, we've always had them under our radar as well. And this is the direction that we're taking, as opposed to what you guys were thinking.
This case laid bare the cracks within the SAPS.
Classic example of this is Munisi, the lawyer of accused number 3, tells us before the court that accused number 3 was contacted by Masonto and Dlamini. They told him that his firearm and his cell phone is not linked to the Senzo Meyiwa case. Why did they contact him in 2015 to tell him that? Because that was, no one had a clue in 2015 that he is connected to this matter. And the most important question that we must also ask is, why was the ballistic report not sent to Cleveland when that firearm was sent back to Cleveland? Obviously, without the ballistic report, it means that firearm will be destroyed.
Yes.
Because it wouldn't be clear in terms of who it belongs to. So you can see there were elements that were very questionable within the state. So just because we are leaning towards the state, it doesn't mean we are not going to highlight some of the cracks.
I'm critical when it comes to the South African Police Service, because you cannot think of justice without the South African Police Service. And anything that happens around the South African Police Service, you are either building or destroying the image and the credibility of South African Police Service. So I don't think South African Police Service, they gave us their best.
I love how they did the editing. So they went from team state to team, what did they call it? Team Danzination. And then, oh, let me put on my headphones. Away from the mic. Sorry about that. So they moved away. I think they moved away. I love the editing. I love how they did it. Shout out to Bongani. This is hilarious. I'm laughing because it looks, yeah, he said, I think he sent us a DM and he said that there was makeup. There's a lot of makeup involved. I can literally see the amount of makeup that they pasted onto him. It is absolutely hilarious. But you know what? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. Is Team State. When do they go live? I want to join one of their lives. I want to see this. Do you know who Linda Mnisi should also have invited? He should have invited Walter. Okay, he should have given Walter his platform. Not as a content creator, but as an avid commenter in the comment section. Oh no, but maybe because he's commenting on SABC, yeah, because he can't be commenting on 2 channels at the same time. So yeah, I think that they should have invited him. Ignatius says the same Lovo that died mysteriously was after attending the party of one of the police officers. Oh my goodness. And is he the one whose wife was then also pow-powed at the grocery store? Fidi says, we want them to account for the truth to come out. In fact, all those who were in the house. What is so difficult about all those? I mean, if Umkulu could come, why can't Kelly Kumalo's mother come? What is her deficiency? What is her struggle? Umkulu came and he can't read, he can't write, he doesn't even know what day of the week it is. You go, Bongs. We are proud of you. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to Bongs. They're always live from 7. Okay. I'm gonna try and catch them. I'm going to join in as myself. Stay tuned. I don't know if they're going to beam me up to the podium. We'll see. I'm already getting anxiety just thinking of joining their live. They're always live from 7. Every day after the court case. Yeah, it's okay. I'll join 7. Let me screenshot this so I remember. Let me write it down. 7 p.m. Next comment said, I think we should do a part 2, guys. Oh, we're almost done. Okay, let's end this one. And then the next clip I was going to do was Elton. We'll do him in a separate video. I just realized that I had edited a video and I forgot to schedule it in. That's how much today, like the Senzo Meyiwa day, kind of took over the day for me. Alf says, LOL, have you all noticed how all of a sudden only indemnity overuses the word subsequently? Oh, yes. You know what I noticed about indemnity? He's got the smallest and tiniest chair. Look at Bongani's chair. Look at the chair Bongani is sitting in. Why did they have to do that to... You know what? Let me mind my business. He's in love with Belinda. You guys are hilarious. Okay, let us continue on. Let me make sure we're good to go. Let's continue on. Let's end this.
You often see that the criticism level that Judge Ratamoko claims is not really substantive. If you remember when Radovan Grecha had his trial going and Judge Lamont was presiding, the sternness, the manner in which Judge Lamont would intervene when the parties were cross-examining and would tell them. I mean, there's one instance, I think one of the advocates was cross-examining and Judge Lamont raised the question, so what are you going to ask next? That his tie was red. You know, I'm not going to allow that. And Judge Rata does the complete opposite of just allowing everybody to run their versions and to cross-examine as best as they can. And obviously, there are certain parameters in which evidence is laid and in which cross-examination is done.
And as a journalist telling a story like that is polarizing, you often get backlash for telling it like it is. And a lot of journalists I know have received backlash, particularly on social media.
When I was doing my research, I found that, okay, there are journalists whom most people feel, these ones, they've taken a side. So they are siding with the state. The manner in which they report, the manner in which they talk about everything, their tone, it sounds like, or it makes people think or feel that these people.
For me, it would be the importance of strong and functioning state institutions. As a country, we need a strong and a functioning NPA. We need a strong and a functioning South African police service. And I think that's what this case has brought to the fore. It's beautiful to witness the state or the NPA build their case. A lot of people don't have hope in the NPA, but I think for those who are objective and those who don't have information biasness. They get to appreciate the difficulties in which the NPA operates and the great work that they've done.
It makes me think, how much must one have for one to get justice, right? But on the other hand, like I said, it made me believe in lawyers. Now, honestly speaking, I believe in lawyers.
So the appointment of the establishment of the cold case unit was a highlight for me in this case, because I've always said to my brother that I hope one day when the judgment is given, the mother of Senzo Meyiwa will still be alive to witness this, because this case has been dragging.
I'm hoping that viewers will be reminded of Senzo the person. Senzo, the man who had dreams. Senzo Meyiwa, the man who achieved his dreams. Senzo Meyiwa, the man who loved his family, who loved his community, gave back to young people who came from similar circumstances that he came from. I'm hoping that we're reminded of that, and that perhaps, the cloud that hangs over his head, we put it aside. We put that aside for a moment and remember a person, because flawed as he was, he also deserved to live.
Not him showing us the whole chair. I shouldn't be laughing. I really shouldn't be laughing. But that is one of the tiniest chairs I've ever been seen aside. Wow. We've been talking for a long time. You see, the English bundle just went out. Live. Gone. That is the tiniest chair I have ever seen live. So oh my God, guys, we hit over 3,000 people joining us in the live today. Say what? What? Oh my goodness. We hit so many people live. Crazy. And that is absolutely exciting. Ignacio, why are you laughing? Are you laughing at the chair? The chair was hilarious for me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh at the chair. It's just an object. But otherwise, I think the editing was great. I think it was a great documentary. If it was on Netflix, would I click and watch it? Absolutely, I would. It's just Team State really confused me. So they really confused me. Sorry, I was doing a short at the same time. Got to multitask with this content creation business. Put that in my draft. Let me check the comments. Let's see. Where are we? Team State. I want to join their live. I don't know why. I'm intrigued because I think maybe it's because they are live. Okay, we're watching them and you can see they're convinced in what they're saying. Say what? Are we watching the same case? Or are they commenting on another case? This Mabuza is lying to the core, right? This guy thinks this is beautiful. He is a Jululu. City says, oh, wow, Mabuza. Right. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Because I was listening and I was like, no. Am I hearing problems? Am I having a problem? Wow, this is intense. Remind the state, Sachs and Rata about who Senzo was. This is what I think that the goal of the 10-year commemoration anniversary, going back to Senzo Meyiwa, I think they achieved it. I think they absolutely achieved it. I think they did. I really do think that they did because, and the reason I say that is, wow. I learned so much. Drop in the comment section some of the things that you learned from all the documentation about Senzo. Let me know some of the things that you learned that you didn't know. I think we focused a lot on the trial that we forgot who he was as a human. So I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. I think it was great. Let me know your thoughts. Sinapi says, wow. Yeah, I agree. I think they did a good job. So no, I'm not going to throw indemnity under the bus yet. Because I think that they brought valid content.
Like you didn't know.
Oh, sorry. Doing another short. Okay. I think they did a good job. 100%. Hey guys, I just came out of jail. What happened? Did someone get life sentence? Okay. Parliament and News Live. If you just got, tell us why you were in jail. I'm nosy like that. If you just got out of jail, let me beam you up. Come and tell us about the jail life. Wait, no. No. Let me know. Let me know. Why were you in jail? Before I share the link for you to come up and tell us the full story. It might not be a child-friendly offense. Are we watching the same case? Are we watching the same case with Mabuza Dololo? Are we really watching the same case? Those are the videos I wanted to bring to you. I think we've run out of time, guys. We're literally hitting 3 hours. And what shocks me every time we hit a 3-hour live is, first of all, I do not like going live. It's a huge phobia for me, but the fact that you guys get me to sit and stay and then don't see how far we've been here is crazy business for me. I wanted us to do this video as well, but I think it's late now.
Then you know what it is.
I think so. Let me see how long it is. How long is it? 10 minutes. Do you guys have 10 minutes and then we close up the show? Do you guys have 10 minutes and we close up the show? 10 years since the passing of Senzo Meyiwa. Matt, you've been here and you've been quiet. And Matt, you're here with now 2 phones. You know what? I'm not going to fight it because guess what?
Yes.
Oh, you want me to beam the second phone? Matt, what's your reaction? Come through. Guys, you are welcome to join us.
Yeah, look.
And I'm echoing Matt. There's an echo, so I've got to mute you. I don't know if you're listening on a separate device. On the TV? Am I on the TV? Did you beam me to the TV? Oh my god, I'm like kidding. Let me paste. If you guys want to come up, we can do some last reactions and then we can end the night. Oh my goodness. You can come up, video on, video off. It's entirely up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. Parliament and News Live says, kidding guys, just that I haven't been following lately due to being busy. Just an update, please.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Look, there are a few things that I wanted to put across, if it's okay with you, especially about today's live.
Listen, Matt has been here from the beginning. Of course, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. One is about the Meyiwa family. I think what they are going through, it's unfair. What the justice system is doing to them, really, it's painful to come and think of. And what the Kumalos are doing to them, especially denying them the access to the child, it adds salt to more wounds. So I think wherever Kelechi is now, she just need to change her heart and try to maybe give the child to one of the elders around where she stays and let the child have access to his family. I think that would be Ubuntu, and I think maybe it will bring peace in the Meyiwa family. And one other thing that maybe I think we should not forget is Tefo family. I think they are also going through a lot, and because of the very same person that didn't deserve to die, and because Advocate therefore wanted justice to Meyiwa family, so now his family is suffering the consequences. I think we shouldn't forget about that. The Ntanzi family as well. I don't know. I think we should also think about them in line with the fact that he's been 4 years in jail, and the very same pain that Senzo's mother is feeling about the passing of her son. I think Dance's mother is going through the very same pain, because coming to think of your son being in jail for something that he didn't do, and he was a breadwinner, and now as much as Senzo was a breadwinner, then that bread was taken away from the Ntanzi family because of the very same case that we are talking about today. So I asked myself, is this the legacy that Robert Senzo Meyiwa wanted to leave behind? But I don't think so. I've listened to everyone who was talking about Senzo Meyiwa today, and I came to a conclusion that he was a good man. He was a gentleman. He had a good heart, and I don't think he wanted this, especially Tefo families and Tefo family and Ntanzi family, to go through this pain because of his name. I have a suggestion. Maybe it would be nice, or it would be a good gesture for the brother, Senzo brother, to maybe to go to Ntanzi family, because I've seen that they've already started with beg a body for the but what is happening with the family now? Do we know whether what are they doing? What are they eating? Because I believe he was a breadwinner. So we should also think about them as much as we are talking about Senzo Meyiwa. We should also think about the family that are getting destroyed by people who are purporting to be seeking for justice, especially our presiding officer in that court, where he says he's got 50 years experience, but that 50 years experience, it doesn't show today as we speak, because if the layman like me, especially when coming to law, can see that Brigadier Kininda is lying, can see that all the witnesses that came to that court, especially from the police side, are lying, then you want to come and tell me that you have 50 years experience sitting in the bench and listening to evidence. So sometimes I even ask myself, do they have kids? Do they have children? Especially Advocate Valoy, Brigadier Gininda. They know that those guys are not the real perpetrators. Why are they protecting the person who killed Senzo Meyiwa? Why are they protecting that person and framing innocent souls? I'm not saying accused number 5 is innocent. I'm not saying accused number 4 is innocent, number 3, number 2, number 1. But when coming to this case, they are innocent. They are not the ones who deleted or who unlived Robert Meyiwa. So yeah, those are the few things that I wanted to put across, especially when we commemorating this 1 decade of injustice. So we should also think of Defo family, Sibia family, and Danzi's family. One other last aspect is Linda Mnisi. The episode that he put together, I don't know, but I feel that he just did what he normally do, because he wanted us to believe that he's neutral, but he's not neutral. He wanted to tell the story that those guys are real people, and there is a mastermind, and the mastermind needs to be arrested. Yes, maybe they want to punish Kelly Kumalo for not telling the truth, but I don't think it's the right way of doing it. You cannot frame people so that you can get to another person. So if they want to punish her, they must just go and punish her, but not through putting the people like Ndanzi and Sibia and all the accused 5 through this thing that they are trying to sell to us. Those guys who are saying they are team state, they should just wake up. I think they are sleeping. They just wake up. Money cannot pay, or money is not everything. As much as people are saying money is everything, it's not everything. You can see that those people are bored. So they're singing for their supper. So yeah, that's my 2
I like
cents.
that saying. They are singing for their stuff. That is hilarious. Also, I think it was Slim Cat when he said Senzo Meyiwa threw his toys out of the court. So I think there's a lot of things that I'm going to mute you because I'm echoing again. So I think that a lot of I'm sorry, and you can unmute to comment. So I think that a lot of the videos that we watched today, in just 24 hours, we got to know way more about Senzo Meyiwa than we ever did. And I think, like I said, it's because the Meyiwa family, they don't have access. They don't have um, an influencer in the home. They don't have let's write this story ourselves. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and write a book, and then we can monetize it and make money from this, and then we can share our son's story. I think that they didn't have that kind of support. You'll see, like with AKA, the money is money. AKA passed away. How many? Literally, I think it's a year now. And they just announced, even though AKA is 6 feet under, he was also shot in a very, very gruesome manner. But guess what? He just signed a deal. Yes, his ghost, his brand, just signed a deal, and he's still a brand influencer from the grave. This, in my opinion, did not happen for Senzo Meyiwa, and I think it has to do with lack of access, lack of knowledge, lack of continuity, which is why I appreciated Irvin Khoza, Dr. Irvin Khoza, commenting or giving an exclusive, because you get a sense to understand, did they abandon the Meyiwa family? No, they didn't. He just distanced himself, because the law is the law. If you notice, when people have lawyers and people advising them, they are doing what the lawyers are telling them. You see that as well. Kelly Kumalo, the alleged mastermind per the state, President Inda himself hasn't been arrested. And I feel if Kelly Kumalo was a poor woman um, with no money, no reputation, no influence, no connections, they would have arrested her by now. If her status was anything to go by with the 5 accused in the dock, she would have been arrested, because they're like, yay, she's not going to be able to, fight this. But Kelly Kumalo lawyered up immediately. She immediately lawyered up. She had her lawyer going in there as the watching brief. So I think for them, that's like, okay, let's tread cautiously around anything to do with Kelly Kumalo. Uzandi, I don't think she has a lawyer. I think she's just on her sister's coattails. Will she be able to stand the pressure when things get heated? I think she's just a loose cannon, just throwing her mouth off. With regards to the families that you mentioned, I don't have an update with regard to Advocate Therefore and his family, but I can ask, and then I can share it in a separate video. I can ask. I can ask. It's just that when it comes to families, for me, I like to respect the family's privacies, because if they are not bringing out the story, I tend to stay away from that. Sevilla and Danzi, luckily for Svia, his kids now have the ID finally, and then Nubuhan and Danzi, his family, I can't imagine what they go through. We heard Senzo Meyiwa's mom saying that she sees Ulinda Mnisi, that she's in court, so she must get a glimpse here and there. Even though they say she's not following the case, she must get a glimpse here and there of what is actually happening in court. It's devastating. I cannot imagine how the Meyiwas do this from day to day. I really cannot. But my wish for them is that they own the narrative and start to make the most out of their son's brand. And I think that they need PR manager, someone with them who can help them with that. I love so far how they speak. They speak from the heart and they show Ubuntu. If there's one thing that the Meyiwas highlight is Ubuntu. They just want to see the granddaughter. They just want to see the granddaughter. They want to continue on. It's just really, really unfortunate that Kelly Kumalo and family are just not into it. Kelly Kumalo is actually on a trip in the mountains doing her ritual things. So she can't be bothered. That's the thing.
Sorry. Coming to Kelly Kumalo. When coming to Kelly Kumalo, I think they are not touching her because hell will break loose. She's gonna sing. She's gonna tell everything. So I don't think it's because of. I don't think it's because of money or something. She's gonna sing. She's gonna tell everything, and they are keeping her away from this case. They are just mentioning her name so that the public should look at her differently. But they are not gonna arrest her. Believe me, the judgment is already there. The presiding officer is going to find those guys guilty. And when coming to Kelly, they are going to say there's no enough evidence that we can arrest her. So we are still going to investigate. Because if they dare touch her, believe you me, this case will, and 375 will come to life. The likes of the prosecuting group like Dr. Sibanda and Advocate Balo, they will go to jail because she's going to sing. So what they are trying to do now is let's prosecute these guys, and then with coming to Kelly Kumalo, we don't have enough evidence. We are still going to investigate because even now, what's stopping them from arresting them? And that thing of Excel, where they're editing the numbers that says who somebody called Kelly Kumal. She's gonna tell the truth because that thing is, we know that they just edited. They took call from Atama Fokate and they replaced it with accused number 5 number. So that 2-hour nonsense is not there. So Kelly Kumalo is not because she's got money. Anyone from the house, if they can try to arrest Zandi Kumalo, she's going to sing. So that's why they are avoiding people from the house, the eyewitness. They are avoiding them. They just want to prosecute this one because Zungu has a personal thing with accused number 5. So these guys are now getting crucified because of accused number 5, because accused number 5 and Zungu, they have their own history. So Zungu is trying all his best to make sure that that guy doesn't come out of prison. That's how I see things.
So I agree with you. So I want to ask you this question. There were 7 people in the house.
Yeah.
One didn't make it out alive. Why did they have 3 of the 6 remaining come to court? How did they pick those 3? What was the dividing line? Or were they going to all come to court and then they decided to stop bringing to court? What was the reason? Because they had Uzandi first, then Tumelo, then Umtoro. Why did they stop there?
Because others couldn't grab the script.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
And remember, they that's why I'm saying, when coming to Kelly, they wanted to paint her as a mastermind, and then after that, they are going to say there's no enough evidence. And then when coming to Kelly's mother, probably she was asleep. Or she just said, you know what, leave me alone, guys, because I'm going to sing. I'm going to tell what I saw. So leave me alone. And who else they left out?
Longway. The infamous Longway. They've stolen
Longway, they're not gonna touch him. Already he is unreliable. Remember, did you? I mean, the interview that he did with Maschak.
Yeah,
it's exposing him. How do you know that the guy where he pulled out the gun because of self-defense? Self-defense of what? Because he's the one. He's the intruder. What? Are you speaking on behalf of the intruders? You're saying because self-defense, so he pulled out the gun. Self-defense of what? So long as the loose cannon, he's just gonna throw them under the bus. So yeah, so that's why now they want to use the car as him, but the problem is, the Excel, they forgot to change the kilometers because no one in his right mind or her right mind can drive 20 kilometers per hour on a freeway or 30 kilometers per hour on a freeway. And no one, even somebody who's drunk, will never drive like that. So the editing was not on because you can see that thing was edited.
Well, also the fact that they didn't start reading to show us what type of a driver is he. Why didn't they show us the day before his driving pattern? They only show us the driving pattern from about 4 in the afternoon.
No, that thing was edited. Even those kilometers were edited. There's nothing truth about that ABL.
100%.
If it was legit, it was going to somebody was going to present it, not another police officer. It was going to be presented by someone from the company.
A real person.
So that she or he can answer questions. But now the lady is just there to I don't know, to validate the promotion that she got from the mastermind himself, Brigadier Gilinda.
Okay. Let me go through the comment section. Thank you so much. True caller. Wait, what? As I commented, said, yes, the caller, you are correct. Thank you so much for being our caller today. Everybody else is not coming up. So let me read through the comments and let's go ahead and end this. I will come back again and do another live. Let's say tomorrow, maybe. I'll check to see if Clantis is doing a live. I won't do a live. Will I do a live? Maybe I'll do a late live. Yeah, I'll do a live. If Clantis doesn't go live, I'll do a live. And then we can continue from there. We can, I don't know, reset. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's do a reset tomorrow where we go through the court, see where Ngomezulu left off, not Ngomezulu, Gilinda. I want to do Elton's reaction. And I think the guy you're saying, the Nigerian guy, I'm going to look for him. There's a couple more videos. I watched a lot of videos today. Wow. Today was Senzo and Chill Day. I watched a lot. I might not even remember. I'll have to check like my history, what I watched and who it was. But Dan says, okay, KK might be a lying, looting, home wrecking former. That's a mouthful, Dan. That is a mouthful. But she can potentially be the main and only one to crack this case if she simply comes clean about everything. And I think Kenny should consider it for the sake of her child. If at all nothing, but then
I think she's fearing for her life. How many people died in this case? So she wherever she is, I'm becoming the devil's advocate, but I think wherever she is, she's telling herself that the truth will eventually come out. And when the truth comes out, she's going to say, did it come from me? So.
Okay. She's got a lot of encrypted messages these days on her Instagram stories. So I guess you're right. I guess things are happening. We're turning the tide. Dan, your thoughts. Dan wants my thoughts. Dan wants my live reaction. I agree she's a home wrecker. I agree. I just think that if I look at her previous relationship with Jub Jub, so Kelly's a constant in all her relationships. So I look at, did she give Jub Jub a platform to be a father to her child? No. Is she going to give the Meyiwas that platform? No. Now she has a third child. Who's the baby dad? We don't know. So she has a constant pattern and she's very self-centered. And I guess as Kola would say, because of her self-centered nature, she will do anything and everything to protect herself. If ever she comes out or the story comes out, it will never be about her telling the truth or for the sake of Senzo's legacy. And it's been 10 years. Like, when will her conscience kick in? I think 10 years is a long time for someone's conscience to eventually kick in. So I think because she values herself more, and you even see it with her relationship with her sister. There was a time they were not talking to each other. So Kelly will always stand for Kelly. She will stand for herself. The mother sees her breadwinners as her daughters, so she cannot go against them because otherwise she'll die of hunger unless someone can offer her witness protection and their paycheck every month. Then I think the mother will sing. I think the mother is the weakest link. I just think they don't give. No one has access to the mother. And that's what I think. And because of that, there's never been any leaked statement from the mother. The mother's never said anything. The mother is just there looking after the kids. That's her job in life. My honest reaction, her being a home wrecking, a former substance user, that was confirmed by Longwe. Is Longwe a reliable witness? Yeah. he knows who he goes to when they're doing their things. A former yet to be proved in court. How do we know? How do we know she's not doing it anymore? But she can potentially be the main and only one to crack this case. I think so. Zandi can't crack the case because she ran to the bathroom. Dumelo can't. He ran to the bedroom. Umtogo is just a traitor of note. Those are my thoughts on that. The next comment says, but here we are dated. I don't know what you're saying. Let me try this one more time. But here we are, dated with Uraja Badwaloi on a daily basis, cooking up a storm in their kitchen of lies, evil witnesses, etc. And the present, these two have no plans to see to it. I don't know what you're saying. I tried to read through it. Next comment. What is? I digress. Okay, at what is? I digress. Respectfully, the child must know what happened to a daddy and what did mommy say for 10 years. All online, she will find it eventually. They can't continue to hide things from her. Justice is served for the Meyiwa family. I think you're continuing your comment. Served how? Justice has not been served. Dan says, if KK comes clean, Gininda will fall. Ooh. And Gininda is not. He is not falling from grace. That he will never let that happen. Zunizer will fall. Baloyi will fall. Uzandi, Tumelo, it's a long list. All of those who pointed at an accused and submitted a sworn version will fall. Longway is the only one. Longway's statement says the accused was light in complexion. What is says she knows what happened to Daddy. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes. When coming to Zungu, I think I think there is a rumor that he's working in Cape Town now. I think the people from Cape Town, they should refuse to be serviced by him. Everyone who's going to police station, then they see Zungu, they should say, no, not this one. Can I get serviced by anyone, but not this one? So that he can feel the pain that he caused other families. That's my 2-cent opinion.
Zungu deserves the worst karma ever. Because Zungu is the case. Zungu is the clue of the case. Without Zungu, there is no 5 accused. Without Zungu's father, now it's a family business, there also is no corroboration for Gininda because Zungu's father wrote a statement, allegedly. But I got a comment that said, I'm his cousin, and my cousin has never left KZN. What is Gininda talking about? Next comment says, she knows what happened to Daddy. She was there, and for sure, she was a baby. And for sure, her mother speaks to her. Cannot use the child to make the mother come to account. It's not fair on the child when she is, yes. I agree with that. Keep the child out. Even to take the older one to the psychologist, I don't agree. There were 7 adults there. Torment the adults. Same way they tormented the Ntanzis. People who were in the Spaza house and know who deleted Senzo. Yes, they do. Allegedly. Dan, this case against the 5 accused is not to punish Kelly. Fiso, this case was to protect Gininda against charges of tampering in other dockets. Yes. I watched a video. I'm not going to share that video because it's got some crucial evidence for the defense, and I always prefer the defense to announce in the court and then I react, so that Team State isn't busy working in the background, being 5 steps ahead of the defense. But I actually have it ready. It's already in draft. It's already loaded. I will let it go live one day. But yeah, that for sure, this has Gininda all over it. And if you go back to Umkulu says the police pretended to be his clients. Why was that necessary? You have an arrest warrant, pick up the Umkulu, take him to the police station. Why do you need to act all these tactics? Next comment, according to the testimony we heard, Christian was also a witness and would be a more honest witness. I pray these kids are getting help for that trauma. Let's keep the kids out, in my opinion, even if he knows. Let's torment the adults. What is Tino? Oh, the reaction. Yes, she was 6 months old then. No way that she knows. Children start to have a memory at 4 years old and above. At times, I even doubt that these people have kids of their own, and they have kids. Makumalo has 2. Both of them are girls who were there that night. Does Makumalo have more kids? I don't know. Excuse me. They definitely have kids. And they've had kids after that. Uzandi has a son. Kelly Kumalo has had 1 extra child after that. They've been living their best lives. So they know the pain of Senzo Meyiwa's mother. If that same thing was injected to them, let me tell you, they'll be singing the loudest. At times, I even doubt that these people have kids of their own, and even the fact that they are human. What? Blood flowing through them, through their veins, because any normal human wouldn't have wanted the same thing. Justice for Senzo Meyiwa. Next comment says the child was not a witness, and being honest to the child is not. And being honest to the child is not for summoning KK, but is for not telling the child a lie. And the rest of the world can verify. Next comment, what's a reason why kids... What is happening to the English bundles? I've read about 6 comments and all of them... Okay, guys, let's use punctuation. Let me try this one more time. There's a reason why kids should be protected from certain things. Okay, there's a reason why kids should be protected from certain things and only to be revealed as they grow. As kids have a different way of processing such news, they tend to relate it to their own identity. We're not talking about Santa Claus. Oh my goodness, we're not talking about Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy. We are talking about the demise of her father. She is old enough to know her father's family. Yes, I agree. And what they think about Ukeli. I don't think the family would even dwell into what they think about Ukeli. They really would just be so happy to see her. Thank you, caller. She needs to sing for real the song that we want and not anything else. But you're correct, caller. The states are afraid for their lives. PDF files can only be viewed, not edited. Agreed, agreed, agreed. I hear you, Dan, and I agree. KK must account. The truth will never change. I believe kids should be aware of things that are, but at appropriate times and settings, not when things are clouded and uncertain. You can tell the way Baloyi is becoming nervous when the defense touches the parts of calling Kelly. Even Rata is becoming triggered so far. Listen, Baloyi has these facial expressions that you can see he's about to cry. Baloyi has been nervous for at least a month. Yeah, he's been struggling. It's been funny to watch. He knows that this case is not solid. Alma Chabala said, I was very heartbroken today to hear how Mrs. Meyiwa, Senzo's mother, still cries for justice for her son's murder. 10 years plus. Agreed, agreed, agreed. We are waiting. I appreciated all the videos today. The witnesses, Baloyi keeps bringing, keeps thinking his case. Baloyi is like he finds out in court that, wait, I shouldn't have called this witness. To point that calling more will expose their actions. Dan says Kelly won't go to jail before Gininda. She should free herself because it's not as if she's pulled the trigger. Who knows? Maybe those evil spirits from witch doctors will stop following her. Alma says, I was watching Newsroom Senzo Meyiwa 10 show. I must say that Linda Mnisi should take notes from Borani Masugu, the questions to ask in as far as this case is concerned. I think Linda Mnisi is forced, is compelled by his job to remain neutral. I think as well, something that he said, and I was like, no, you're not accurate. I think even in his summary, he's a bit off. But I think he did well. He brought in Ubongani and he brought Team State to be the mouthpieces of both sides, not putting the channel at stake. So I think that was a strategic move. Someone please tell. Yes.
Yeah. When coming to that, if you check on Bongani's English bundles, clips, yeah, on Bongani clips, you can tell that they cut where he was supposed to give more meat in what he believes. And when coming to Team State, he let them flow with what they believe in. So
I agree.
hence I'm saying,
I didn't want to say that, but they scripted one, I think. Either they scripted him or they made him sign a contract and that he couldn't say, because you hear him say my supporters, something like that. What are you talking about? If he says my supporters, or it's like, that's not YouTube lingo. Why is he saying supporters? So I feel like there were certain words that he wasn't allowed to use.
Yes. So they let Team State to flow, and then when coming to him, the clip, you can see that it was thoroughly edited.
That's a good observation. I'll watch it again. But yes, I feel like he was scripted and limited, but I didn't notice that it was chopped. I'll go back and watch.
Okay.
And I think that as well, when you go and do these shoots, you also don't know you're also finding out as you're watching that, oh, wait a minute, they cut out half the things I said. So it will be interesting to see if he reacts to his own videos over there.
I've already spoken to him. I've got we speak a lot. If you have his numbers, you can ask him to forward you what I said to him when coming to this. I've sent a long.
Let me ask him. Should I say Matt? Did you say Matt? Let me ask him.
Yeah.
So that's the name he knows you as? Matt?
Mas, yeah. Remember, I have a show, a FM show.
Which show? Oh my goodness.
It's an online radio. It's an online radio station.
The one that you said happens on Sundays.
Yeah, from 5 to.
I am so sorry, I didn't recognize you. And then I'm realizing now I didn't do an intro, but I did ask you to do an intro and you didn't. Okay, I remember now. I remember our conversation. Okay, so yes, I will ask him to share.
Yeah, he can even give you my number. He's got my 2 numbers, so he can give you my number. Maybe you can send me an WhatsApp and say hi.
I will.
Okay.
I'll do that. But let's continue, because let's continue. We're about to end. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe you guys have captured me, just like the state is captured. You've captured and hijacked my night. But I'm here.
On that note, we've been saying there was a state capture under the former president Jacob Zuma, but this time around we can see that the state has been captured, because if you capture the judiciary, then we can say that now the state is captured. Now the state is captured.
So speaking of the state being captured, and now that we're in a GNU government, obviously the DA has no interest on this or knowledge. How can we get, by we, members of the public, how can we get the DA conscious into this case? Because I believe they would push. If it means it translates to votes for them, I think they'll join the bandwagon. Are they even aware? They've never commented on the Senzo Meyiwa case, ever.
The issue here when coming to DA, remember DA represent the minority.
Yes.
They might say that, hey, South Africa, but they represent the minority. So now when coming to DA, it's plus for them, because this time around it's a plus. It's a plus for them, because when Africans are destroying each other, who's winning now? Because if you can check now, us Africans, we are on each other's throat. We are destroying each other, and guess who's going to win?
I actually did a video for my other channel, GNU Unfiltered. Let me shout myself out. I didn't get to post. I was supposed to post it today, but I just got swamped with this whole Senzo Meyiwa thing. But I actually have recorded the video, and I'm talking about Leon Schreiber, the Minister of Home Affairs, and how everyone is all about deport Africans, deport Nigerians, deport Zimbabweans, deport. Okay, and the DA is like, yes, deport. And then next thing, jiggy, we're giving visas to China and India. So there's room for deportation, and then on the other hand, jiggy, let's go. Bring in, and they're making it easier for Chinese to come in, making it easy for Indians to come in. Again, minorities. Feeding the minority. The Chinese will bring their monetary investment into the minority businesses, which has nothing to do with the majority. But you know what? Yes, go ahead. Actually, did the video. Let me see.
The thing is, when coming to DA, they know that we are gonna get frustrated, and once we get frustrated, guess who's going to vote for them? Because we are going to say no to ANC, we are going to say no to EFF, we are going to say no to MK Party, and then then we are going to vote for them. So they are not going to send those illegal foreigners back home, because they are working for them. Because when they are frustrating us, remember, those guys are not frustrating them. They are sitting in their high halls in Cape Town. So they are frustrating us. And for them, they are benefiting because they are hiring them with a low wages. And then those guys at night, they tend to become criminals. And who's the victim of that crime? It's us who doesn't have money to build those big halls. So now, during the day, they are working for them with low wages, and at night they are terrorizing us. So it's a plus for DA.
I'm laughing because Dan says the DA will say the state is cruising nicely. No, I don't think so. Let me think. Let me take a moment to think about that. No, because they're looking for the majority. Let me see what I said.
So, have you heard? South Africa is planning to open the door for China and India.
So yeah, I'm gonna finish editing that video. I'm gonna load it. You know what? Let's open up the DA conversation. Actually, the DA is the reason that inspired me to open my channel, my second channel, because I was watching this other channel. I'll never forget it, and I was like, wait, there are channels like this? This is what the other side talk about? Is this what they say about us? Like, I was so shocked because it was my first time being on a DA, pro DA kind of channel, not being like watching it. And I was just so shocked. And I was like, wait, I'm going to open a channel just to react to their videos because I was so shocked. I was just so shocked that these are the conversations that they have. And I think it was actually a live video. And I was like, wait, there's that many people inside the live? And then they had members. And then I was like, wait, this is a whole other world. I've never been exposed to. So that's actually the story behind me opening my second channel. Speaking of my second channel, why on earth why are you not subscribed to it? I'm going to be honest, it's difficult for me to post videos there and remain consistent because that channel is not monetized. So I feel like I'm working for free. So
we will subscribe, but the thing is, I'm one kind of a guy who doesn't like politics. Those guys are corrupt, and what they will do, they will come to your channel and then try to give you money. Then jiggy jiggy, now you are speaking a different truth. So
I'm not
even Bongani has a political channel. I didn't subscribe on it because of the very same reason that
no, I'm not saying just you. I'm saying everybody in the comments. I mean, there's 149 of us, 149 people. It's not really a political channel. It's more a reaction channel of things that are happening in South Africa. And the reason I wanted to do it, let me see how many subscribers I have there. I have 749. That is the slowest channel for me to ever grow. I have 4 channels in total, and that channel is so slow to grow because it is, I guess, political, if we'll say in quotations, and I think, people are not really comfortable with that. But when will we be comfortable with it? When load shedding comes back, when more kids are given poisonous food by, these spaza shops, when is this going to be okay for it to be a conversation? So that's why, even myself, I'm not a political person. So, and my channel is not affiliated to any political party, which is why I'll react to all of them. But I think we should actively consider engaging in those conversations so that we don't see situations where Ubuhani Danzi's video is edited and then we're okay with that. So that'll be interesting. So you know what, guys?
I just subscribed now. I just subscribed to it now.
Yay! Meaning I now need how many people? 750. 250 people will take me over to, yay, I see it. Yay, thank you so much. Welcome. So hey guys,
I'll share it to my contact, then probably they will subscribe.
And honestly, I think it's a female voice in the political space. And that's the challenge that I'm putting out, putting a female element to the discussions at hand. So let me go ahead.
There is a woman, I think her name is, I think she's pro DA because she always talk about DA matters and ANC matters and EFF. I forgot the channel name, but she cut her hair. She doesn't wear wig and stuff like that.
Oh, the Citizen, something like that. Citizen.
Yeah. So I said the Consent Citizen. Yeah.
You think
yeah. You can see she's pro DA. I can tell.
I'm going.
You can hear that she's singing for her supper. She's not objective.
I can't believe you said that.
I'm sorry if, but that's how I view her comments.
I'm going to check. I'm going to check. I haven't watched her video maybe in the last 2 weeks, but I don't think she has uploaded. But I'm definitely subscribed to her channel. That much I know. Am I subscribed? I know I'm subscribed, yeah. But no, she's not the channel that I saw. The channel that I saw, their skin color is very different from ours. And I was like, what is this? It felt like I had walked into a cult, you know? It was quite intriguing. And I was like, nope, I'm opening my own channel. That's how my channel was born. That's the story behind my channel. So let's go ahead. I want to catch some sleep, but my brain is so wild. There's no way I'm going to fall asleep anytime soon.
Maybe I'll watch some of your videos. I knew that you have the Geo New channel, but I said, no, what? Whenever somebody goes to that route, I'm just.
Oh, you think because of the name GNU? No. So, for example, I'm talking about, like, my next video is going to be about Chinese and Indian immigration that's about to blow up. So, on the one hand, hey, let's get rid of all the Nigerians and all the Zimbabweans and let's deport them, let's get them out of the restaurants. And on the next hand, hey, Chinese, come in with your big budgets and open more restaurants. And who's going to work in those restaurants? It's still us.
Chinese. Remember the Chinese, they don't hire blacks. Indians, they don't hire. The Pakistan, they don't hire blacks. So that's the high rate of unemployment is going to be explosive.
Yeah, it's very, very, very,
Remember
very.
those ones, those guys are
massive.
those guys. They just want garage and they'll sleep there, and then they'll wake up and do everything there. So if we Chinese and in South Africa, we just allow increasing unemployment because those ones they don't even hire. At least I don't know other guys, but Chinese, Indians, and Pakistan, they don't hire South Africans. They don't. They only hire themselves. They bring their brothers and they find one South African lady because you South African lady to say that, but you love money, you love too much, and you are too easy. And then Jiggy, they are citizens of South Africa, and we have Mohamed Khoza. Mohamed Dlamini.
Is it in Pumalanga where they said now the husband can use the wife's surname? So now there's going to be an influx of that, where foreigners are going to marry South African women and then use their surnames so that they can go under the radar. So that would be interesting. Well, it hasn't passed yet in Parliament, but that's ongoing.
But even if they don't use the surname of our sisters, but they are still gonna get citizenship because our sisters, they just want money. They just want money. As long as you have money, then everything is fine.
There's a comment that said the Kumalo sisters only wanted fame, only want fame. What's your thoughts on that? What's your reaction?
From the Kumalo sisters?
Anything for fame, yeah, the Kumalo sisters.
It's those ones, I don't know how to classify them. Kelly, I think she sold her soul. She sold her soul. She can do anything for money. And Zandi, that one is just an empty tin. And what they normally say, beauty without brain, something like that. Arrogant.
I just don't know that she has her metric. I just need
She's
to know.
so arrogant. She doesn't. I don't think if she know how to spell the word respect.
Oof.
You can even hear how she talks. I heard when she was saying her mother now she's got a heart attack because of cancer. I said, wow, how do you even say that? How do you, she was just supposed to keep quiet. You know, that was insensitive.
100%.
You're talking about your mother health conditions. How about Senzo's mother?
How about Senzo?
You're even trying to pin the wife of Senzo that because those guys are from Nongoma, therefore she connived with them. How do you even say that? How do you even say that? That woman, she's just an entity. I feel sorry for the guy who married her. I feel sorry.
Oh, he's already married somebody else. He's taken a second wife.
He's taking the second wife. Yeah, obviously. Because there she is. He's alone.
So Zandi now really has to sing for her supper. This is it for her. I mean, they're still married, and she still, loves him to the moon and back. But he's taken a second wife, allegedly. The last I checked, I think she also.
He's married to nothing there. He's married to nothing.
All right, let's end it here so that I will get the energy to come back later on tomorrow. If Candice doesn't go live, I'll go live. If Candice goes live, I'll go live later. That's it from me, guys. I want to say your support means the most to me. Thank you, caller, as well, for all your feedback.
Good morning.
Good morning. You know what? Dan as well. Thank you, Dan, for coming up and chatting with us. I think it was my key. You never said a word, but it was nice having you here as well. Everybody in the comment section, give yourself a pat on the back. You stayed up. You stayed out of trouble. You see, coming to the live keeps you out of trouble. We engaged. We watched this together. I enjoyed this watch party. I enjoyed it a lot. So thank you for your reactions. Team state, I'm going to have to understand where they're coming from. I was so confused. Like, what are they saying? What are they saying? So I think I'm gonna watch this again one more time and then maybe do a short reaction video. Yay! That's it from me. Thank you, everyone. I also want to look for Mtogo's funeral statement. I was quite shocked to see that. I was like, wait, what? Was that the funeral? Doing what? They gave him the mic? No, that's the wrong mic. We need him with the other mic, the mic where he sings and tells us what really happened. But yeah, that is interesting. And this is it from me. I'm actually going to click out. We did 4 hours. 4 hours talking about Senzo Meyiwa, the memory of Senzo Meyiwa, 10 years reaction video. And we still have more reaction. I'm sure we could even keep going. But let's break it here. Let's take a break. And yeah, what does Valoy call it? A comfort break, my lord. I think we'll need a comfort break. Let's take a comfort break. We'll regroup later in the day. Good morning, South Africa, Mzansi Unfiltered, checking out. Ooh, wait a minute. I just noticed that end the stream and I can set an outro video. Oh, I can choose from my videos and do an outro. Okay, let's do an outro. This must be a new setting. Never had this before. Ooh, no, it's freezing now. Everything is freezing. No, and bye. Bye.